good question. Impossible question.
I'm
I'm
doing
going
right
to
now.
say
Impressing the heck out of me.
Thank you,
star
Dustin.
you.
Star you?
It's pointy, right? You've got to get in there.
Wait. Does it fire water from its tips? I think it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it probably does.
So it could probably clean you out by like doing a spinning motion while firing high-powered water, like a jet wash.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
I was jet washing in my patio. That makes me sound like I'm very
There are
rich.
still. Yep.
By patio, I mean it was just 6 slabs that I had in my back garden. But anyway,
you're
again,
doing
that
right
still
now.
sounds like a euphemism. I can't get away from
Impressing
it.
the heck
But anyway,
out
I was
of
jet
me.
washing it with this jet
Who's
washer
got the
that
milk?
spins the water around like a circular motion to like cut through dirt. And it was like changing the colour of the slab. It was cool. And that's got this feeling like, I wonder
You're
if it
doing
would
right
hurt
now.
if it hit my
Impressing
skin.
the heck
Oh, you
out
didn't.
of me.
So instead of like shooting myself in the leg or anything, I just put my hand in front of it and it
Oh,
fucking
you
hurt.
fucking idiot!
And it hurt enough that I was like, I guess if I got the right angle, it might have even damaged like a nail. That's how hot much it
you're
hurt.
doing
And I was like,
right
oh,
now.
Yeah.
Impressing the
God.
heck out of me.
But
I
think
am still
it was so
here.
weird because it's water. You don't think it's so. If you see like a red hot thing or an oven or whatever, when you're a kid you do this, but like as an adult you're like, I'm not touching that because I know that's gonna hurt. But the jet washer, I was like, can't hurt that much, surely, and it did. It really hurt. Thanks for the subs, Fungaroo, Pog, Nostrovist, and Megachurv. Hello, Captain Buckles. Welcome. MTGA Kid says hi, Rob. So that's good. They know who you are,
MTGA
Rob.
kid. Hi there.
It's good. It's better than when people get confused. Whenever I randomly have John on, like for midweek or if you're not here or whatever, they're like, "Why does Rob sound so different?" And it's just like people can't tell you apart. I guess Americans can't tell you apart because you're both relatively.
No, we all sound the same to them.
Well, hopefully I sound different, but I am a unique special snowflake. Vince,
you're doing
pressure
right
washing
now.
injuries frequently requires
Impressing
ER
the
visits.
heck out of me.
Wow, so I guess I got
Let's
off lightly
hoof
then.
some people.
Yeah, imagine if you put your testicle against that.
Well, if I was thinking, oh, I wonder if that'd hurt. If I'm looking at something thinking, I wonder if that will hurt. My first instinct
you're
isn't to put
doing
my
right
balls in it. It's to
Impressing
test
the
it with
heck
another
out of
limb,
me.
you know?
Fair point.
Oh, damn. Well, I hope... Oh, that would talk about something else. Thanks for the sub, Draven. Thank you, Captain Buckles, and welcome with the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Draven, for 2 months in a row as well. Let's hoof some people. Oh, we are. We're going to do pack openings, jumpstart, hopefully with hooves ourselves, and then some historic, which will probably just be more hooves, honestly. And cum talk, so that's my blasters. Yes, and probably some cum talk. Stim says, hey, Vince, Furioso, Death Company, or Librarian Dreadnought, don't know how to build my Dreadnought. Okay, so if you want it to be competitively viable, or borderline competitively viable, you probably want the Librarian Dreadnought, because it's incredibly unique in what it does. You can get the Furioso Dreadnoughts, the Death Company Dreadnoughts, that shit. What they do is like a weaker version of what the Contemptor or the Leviathan can do, which are other bigger dreads that you might end up getting at some point. The Librarian Dreadnought can make itself fly. The Librarian Dreadnought can manifest a spell where it can move its normal 6 and then fly 12 more inches and then charge 12. So you can like make 30 inches, plow into enemy lines, and then like force staff their squads to death. So out of the Blood Angels box that you're talking about, I would go with Librarian. Now, personally, I've got all 3. Because I've got an addiction to these big fucking robot things. Oh, I have. We'll talk more about that as this thing goes on, obviously, as we always do. I'm so excited to get my hands on Jumpstart when it's back in full production. Me too. So it's obviously not actually physically out here yet, is it? Jumpstart. UK release date. Is it out but no one has it in stock? Is that how it works? So what release delays? On track for July 17th in America and Europe, Asia Pacific and Latin America. We'll get it a little bit later. And retailers can sell it as soon as it arrives. Jumpstart. Pre-order. Because I want at least one box to sit on my shelf and then draft. When I can finally get a draft together again. I mean, even a website that shall not be named has only got it 107. So it's not spiked too much. Because one of the concerns, Rob, at the moment is that Jumpstart is relatively low production.
So which will artificially inflate the price.
Yep, so everyone's trying to shift it for more than they should be. Yeah, $190 on Amazon.com from some seller, so fuck that. Should have been, yeah, pre-ordering at 83, now selling at 200. Fuck me. Yeah, so I think the professor said in his video actually that what you do right now is you do not buy Jumpstart. You wait for the new boxes to come, unless you're mad keen for the misprints. Because the first batch is...
Oh, some of them are extraordinary, aren't they?
Some of them are fantastic to look at, but it's funny how the whole first batch of Jumpstart is probably the most misprinted set in history. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, how they fucked this up so badly. But, Someone tweeted a picture of Liliana at me where they got the art from one of the other rares into the background of the Liliana. And it looked like she was like a Disney princess with like animals behind her. It looked amazing. So, yeah.
I like the unofficial breeding pool, the island forest.
Yes. Well,
That looks cool.
Fuck that. Make it a tropical island, Rob. Go all the way. I would. If you had that in your deck, you said, can I play a tropical island? I'd be like, yes, of course you fucking can. Fuck this secondary market bollocks. Dongong says LMAO Nazi. Oh, that is a witty way to refer to WotC. Has just absolutely shafted the rare slot for double masters. Literally mythical bust. That's not true because we don't know all the rares yet. So that's completely not true. Also, I would say it now and say it several times throughout the stream. We shouldn't. I might even after the stream go and fucking record a video about this because I just don't get where Mountain Players are going with this. A expedition map or the Tron lands in full border extended box topper fashion in foil will easily be more expensive than the majority of the rares in any Masters set. They're going to be like $40. Well, let's say conservatively $20, right? They're going to be fucking expensive. Thank you for the level 1 hype train to start off the stream, boys and girls. Honestly don't get why people are mad. People are saying it's misleading or is a bad precedent to say that things can be rare and they're not rare in these rare slots. But we've seen that before with masterpieces and expeditions. Like we've seen commons like Lotus Petals and expedition maps there.
They did fucking Ornithopter, didn't they?
Yeah, Ornithopter and expedition.
That's the most reprinted card ever.
Exactly. So I would get if it was a new thing, but it's not, so I don't understand that complaint. And furthermore, I get that. So what Pretty Princess Pink was saying, Avery on my Discord was saying on Twitter earlier was that technically map is more readily available because the actual maps themselves are like common. So the availability of these cards is still going to be more common than your average rare. But the card is still rare. Ewit was an uncommon box topper, which is 50 cents currently. Can you buy the box topper for 50 cents?
I doubt it.
Witness box topper. I thought it was like $10-20. It's Card Kingdom. Okay, so straight away, Card Kingdom $64.99. Chat.
So I wouldn't stress too much that you're going to be losing value or equity by picking up a common.
So this is an uncommon box topper that Card Kingdom has at $64.99. 2 available to add to cart. Can someone tell it was dollars? Oh, dollars not cents. Oh, sorry, my bad. I misread. I saw the C from currently and must have got that confused. That's $1 not cents. Okay, yeah, I misread it. But people are losing their minds about this and using eBay as one of the examples on Twitter, saying, "But that was not uncommon. Look, it's a $65 card. It's a hugely playable card. Right, it's like an EDH fucking staple. It sees eternal play. It's a cube staple.
Brat, 25 months, boy.
John with a 25 months, John McElroy. Whoa, Mr. John. I would tell you to fuck off, but I can't after 25 months, John. Have we finally got to the point where I can't tell you to fuck off? Finks is 20. There we go. So Finks is 20 because it's fallen out of favour and doesn't see play anywhere anymore. But again, if that was I say anywhere, I think maybe... No, I don't think it does. If it was still the modern staple that it was at one point, like Lyric Combo and stuff, this card would be like approaching 80. Like, this is because it sees no play. Even Commander. The hybrid mana fucks it. If they change the hybrid mana rules, I bet this is double overnight. There you go. So yeah. Look, this Eternal Witness is almost the same price as the box top of Noble Hierarch. And that's probably affected by the fact that there's a Judge Noble Hierarch, I believe. And there's also an old border Judge Noble Hierarch. So Noble Hierarch's price there is deflated by the sheer amount. I say deflated, it's still a fucking $70 rare. But it's deflated by the number of other promos that exist, right? Where Eternal Witness has an FNM promo, set foils, and this, I believe, off the top of my head. Also, Ewit is a staple of multiple formats in Casual All-Star, whereas Tron is now a single deck, while 2 in Modern. I mean, Tron is like... Hello, Pretty Princess Kitty. I was just literally talking about you, Avery, about talking online. Yeah, you're saying Ewit's a multi-format staple, but I'm not going to say that statement's incorrect, but like a one-of in like fucking Nick Fit and Maverick and Legacy, and like it's a Commander staple, so that helps a lot. But like Tron lands are still Tron lands, right? Like how much are foiled Tron lands? How much does Card Kingdom? I was doing Card Kingdom because it's the first thing I got up. How do I get foils? I've never used this website in my life. Oh, $70. I mean, again, that's a set foil from 9th edition, so it's gonna be expensive because there's far fewer of them existing in the world. Probably potentially fewer than the box toppers, but they're still gonna be worth money. I get that they were common. Yeah, you were saying the same thing as I just said, Avery, 9th in supply, which is tiny. I agree. I get that they were common, but this is easily a $20 card, if not more. I will happily concede that I'm wrong once we get like 6 months out from Double Masters and this settles at like $4. But it's fucking not going to. Also, so for people who don't know, I hate this. I hate that this happens. This is the thing, I don't like this product. I think this product is fucking garbage. But I'm just saying there are certain things that I don't think are shit about it. Like, so these box toppers are, as far as I understand it, and please correct me in chat if I'm wrong, come in non-foil in the boxes and only foils in the collector booster. So you can't get the foil extended art Urza Towers outside of the $100 packs. The new card art is great. I'm sorry, I don't understand how anyone is saying otherwise. Have you seen it, Rob?
I don't think I have.
I fucking love it. Where are we? Has Khan made it here? It doesn't do the alternate arts. That's annoying. Let me find it. So fresh, even Google Image Search has not indexed it. Okay, that's the best one I'm going to get for now. Right, we're ready? There we go.
I'm ready.
Let's get the image, fuck Reddit. Do you see?
No.
But I'm sharing screen with you.
I know.
Oh, I'm sharing the game with you. Let's change window to this. Remind me to go back to the game stream to you in a minute. This is Liberated.
That's really cool. Look at that.
It's the old fucking art style.
Yeah,
right?
isn't that the...
Yeah, so this... Yeah, you're right, Duncan.
Mark
This on the right-hand side, yeah, Mark Tedden. I don't know if it's pronounced Ted. I've called him Mark Tedden to his face, and he didn't tell me otherwise, but he might be too polite because he's a lovely man. This is part of a humble brag there. I've met him several times. This is part of a panorama. So on the left is all the new Tronland arts.
Oh, that's so cool.
So he's looking out over Tronlands in the ruins of... Because it's all like desolate in the ruins of... Where the fuck is the panorama? This should be a video. I'm just leaving. What am I going to call it? Viewership equity on the table here. Here we go. Loading. Oh my goodness.
Know what you're doing right now? Impressing the heck out of me.
Look at that.
7 months of all the milky
is
content I can handle.
So Spiffy, SQ, I just fucked your name up. I'm sorry, my friend. Thank you for the 5-month streak. You're beautiful. I don't tell every sub they're beautiful, just you. Don't know why I did that.
That is so cool. That's the mine on the left, the power plant in the middle, and the tower on the end.
Yeah, it's so good. Because, like, this style it feels old school, but I said old school, but actually in reality, like, the colours, the use of, like, rock and jagged edges and, like, the line work and stuff is very, well, also it's Emrakul, isn't it? Because Mark Tedden did the original Emrakul. So that's actually probably the art that it reminds you of the most, even including colouring. There's not many purples and stuff, but you got the oranges and the... Well, I guess there's a bit of purple hues and stuff.
But it has that kind of organic, natural quality that, like, the digital art doesn't have.
Yeah. And again, I'm a very big advocate of digital art, a huge advocate of digital art. But, like, it's just beautiful. Like, Mark Tedden is a fucking asset. As you begin to lose more and more artists, as you find out they're, like, evil people, fucking hell, hand on heart, I hope Mark Tedden isn't one of them. And look, it's got the fucking ley lines, right? These are ley lines of mana, right? And that's why these things are put where they are, so they can harvest those ley lines. Look, I definitely get that it might not be people's style, but like, I don't know how you can hate it. I mean, Khan, he looks a bit derpy, but he looks like a relic of a bygone age. He looks like a living machine, like in the living sense.
He looks like a piece of history. Like,
yeah,
it's so cool. That's so cool. I love it.
Yep. So that's the Tronlands. So, and also bear this in mind, chat. This is the bit that bearing in mind, VIP boost is $500 of bollocks, and Double Masters. I still believe this. Every master set should not be a premium price product, right? This is how, if you want to do reprints that fucking matter to keep old formats alive, you reprint them in packs that don't cost you $10. It's as simple as that. But box topper versions of these cards, when you line them up next to each other, will essentially create the panorama. More so than panoramas normally do. So, Rob, you're a big fan of the Kamigawa panorama, right? The mountains.
I am indeed.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine if we did a return to Kamigawa, Rob, or even a master set where Kamigawa was part of the theme, and we had those mountains, but they were box topper extended borders that when they touched, when they
You could match it up. Yeah,
See?
it matches up.
It's
Oh,
gonna
that
be
looks so cool.
good. Double Up Masters. That's what it should have been called. Double Masters is a stupid fucking name. We're all just used to it by now. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Oh,
So
I'm
cool.
okay. I'm putting on my to-do list. 1 second. To-do list. Let's grab
Let's
that.
debate over this later.
Yeah. I'm gonna put email Ultra Pro rep RE Double Masters art products Tron
Playmat.
Panorama ? Playmat ? Fuck it, I'll take sleeves of those cards. If I've now found out that people hate them as well, it makes it even more good. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna play my like I'm gonna build boggles and paper just so I can play it in Tron fucking card sleeves. Oh. Would you be okay with $500 or even $1,000 VIP boosts? The Vega boosters 100, 200. No. Dagongo for I don't know where that's coming from, but I don't want to be harsh to you, my friend. But fucking no! Yeah, yes, Mega Churv. Yu Watanabe would have loved sleeves with individual Tron lands on them, wouldn't they? No. Like, collector boosters on a whole, I didn't like when they were first announced, but at least they were only 6 times the fucking price of the boosters. I have done a video on this. I'm not going to stress this point too much because I shouted for like 16 minutes into a camera only 3 days ago, and it got me all hot and bothered. The video's on my channel. I go through a lot of the reasons why I have a problem with it. And the biggest reason is that I feel like they don't. Well, we know they don't give a fuck about order formats, and we're never going to get Modern or Legacy to a point where people can afford to get into it. It's just a thing that's never happening. Standard Masters VIP, $1,000 for rotating cards. Well, this is probably the point we're going to end up at. This is the other point for in the video now, but like, I don't want to go to a slippery slope argument, but we've seen an acceleration of product cost, like nobody's business. Collector's boosters only got introduced 6 months ago and we're already up to $100 ones.
Another one.
Like, myself and Professor joked in the middle of the podcast, so, I don't know, 8 months ago, 12 months ago, we joked about secret layers that were $100 to $200 to $300, and lo and behold, we had one. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, and like Pretty Princess Kitty's saying, Triple Masters, $5 pack Masters, set up with Ultimate Deluxe Collector boosters for $2,000. That could be a thing if we keep going down this fucking trajectory. And they will, as long as people buy them. And no matter how much I shout about how frustrated I am with it and the state of Magic, I don't think it's ever going to change, because I think like a handful of people will listen to me, but the whales will be whales. There's a big difference. So I did a video today about Craterhoof, Ugin, and Ulamog in Historic. And a bit of a joke at the beginning is the whole bit from Jurassic Park where it's like your scientists spent so long theorizing whether they could, they never asked if they should, right? And I've been thinking about that statement more about could versus shoulds, right? You could charge a whale, or someone who's addicted even, because that's another really big problem with this shit, shit tons of money. But should you? Like, a drug dealer could give you free drugs to get you hooked drugs and then ruin your life, but should they? There's a lot of could versus should. And what we keep saying is they could do this, and they just do it anyway. Should they be doing it from an ethical standpoint? No, but I guess corporations and companies...
we live in a capitalist society, and the price is set by the market.
We sure do live in a society, Rob. We sure do live in a society. But it's fucking infuriating. And I think the point I'm getting at is that on social media, because I live my life on social media, arguing with people or sometimes agreeing on verification, I will make a point, and someone will tell me, but you know, they can do... why wouldn't you leave money on the table? I'm like, that's a could versus should scenario, right? I had this argument with another creator recently about Cyclonic Grifting Commander. They're like, why shouldn't I bring it to a battle? I'm like, you could, but should you? Like, you can. It's an option. It's there, right? I could be a dick to every one of my opponents in Commander and try and be like a rules
Thanks as
warrior
always
shit.
for the great content.
Should I? No. Like, could versus should. Just ask yourself, should you really be doing that from some sort of ethical standpoint? Because we aren't companies, so at least we can hold ourselves to some sort of fucking accountability. Ah, fucking VIP boosters, Rob. Thing is, Rob, I should open one on the channel.
You definitely should. Would you feel different about it if it wasn't in the format of a booster pack?
What do you mean?
Like if it came in like
What are you doing right
a
now?
nice box
Impressive.
with like if it was
Bob, it
marketed
does come in a
as
box. Do you know this?
classic sort of look and feel.
But did you know it comes in a box?
Oh, it does come in a box. Okay, I stand wholly corrected. I was funny. Like if it looks more premium, would you judge it less?
Let me get the packaging up, and then I'll listen to your point. And you can continue because I want to have this as the
Right.
backdrop as we do it, right?
I'm so.
No, it's cool. No, again, I don't expect you to know all this shit. Like my life is this shit, right? This is my life. My life is commentary, discussion about this stuff. So I that's why I know this. I don't expect it, like, you know, even the average. That's the whole point of my life, is to inform the average Magic player who hasn't got time to keep up with this shit. They want to just.
So inside that box, are there boosters?
Inside this box, we don't know the exact composition because there's been no opening of them yet. The theory is because there's 4 boosters, there's 4 rares in there. There's 2 box toppers and 2 non-box toppers. Because there's 2 rares in every double masters packs. There's 4 in the VIP one. There's a theory that there might just be 4 boosters in there. Thank you, Bushel7. Thank you, TKBN. Oh, fuck, dicks. I'm talking so fast. TKD Ben. Thank you. So, the real reason this box exists, in the video, I just made a snarky comment about, come on, it's global warming, what the fuck are you doing? But, to be fair to them, during my Spicicle, Dean at Panzer, shout out to you, my friend, said a very good point, that collector's boosters and stuff were in Walmart or wherever you can get them, were being opened by staff, I guess, or someone, and then being refilled up with chaff, and then put back on the shelves, like slightly sealed.
Oh yeah, I saw a video about
Exactly. So, more recent products, especially the expensive ones, have gone to anti-theft device boxes where you can tell if they've been tampered with, right? So that's fair. I get that. But at the same time, I don't know if we need a $100 pack that needs to fucking have this. 33 cards plus 12 basics, right? So 3 boosters maybe. Exactly, Stumpy Longneck. So there might be there'll be probably maybe a land pack in there, like the old tournament packs you'd have. Also, Rob, they kept. Oh, my sponsor thing is broken on this OBS screen. So I'm literally just going to pause and go quiet while I do it, because I'm bad at multitasking. 1 second, chat. OBS. Streamlabs OBS. There we go. Let's see if that fixed it. Yeah, you can get full art. So the unhinged lands are coming back with a different frame. So it's the original, the second full art that I love, but the frame is it's got like a text bar on the bottom. So I don't hate them, but I don't love them. Or you get a chance to get some Noah Bradley lands, Rob.
Oh.
Oh,
touching mementos.
Fucking hell. I think it's the BFZ ones, I think the professor said in this video. I didn't end up going into it in mine because I was like, I actually forgot I was going to mention them, but I was just going so fucking ham I just forgot. So yeah, I think you can get BFZ ones or unhinged ones if I can remember correctly. Let me see if I can get a picture of them.
That explains a lot more about the disclaimer they had about Noah Bradley being like, unfortunately, some of his work could still be in your packs.
But again, what's happening now? Hang on. 10 full art basic lands, only found in VIP editions, 2 of each basic. Oh no, that's only. So the announcement only mentions the unhinged ones. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I misheard him then. So scratch that, chat. Scratch that. Does anyone remember seeing this? That there's a chance to get. Or was it randomised? Do some people get these lovely ones? And then some people get some Battle for Zendikar ones? BFZ lands in Double Master. That's the thing. There's so much information to remember as well. It's very easy to fucking get wires mixed up. No, I don't think I'm imagining that. Okay, I'll pull back on that for the moment. Honey Badger, DM me that link. Should read the text there. So let's have a look. I did glance at this. The other addition we made with the VIP edition is that each one contains 12 full art basic lands, 2 of which are foil or by John Avon and No Bradley. Oh, I was right. They were originally found unhinged and Battle for Zendikar. Unfortunately, these lands were chosen long before. Oh, that is where the disclaimer comes from. So here's another thing. Fucking Magic players, my friends. Somebody on Twitter, no, Instagram, I saw it, had screenshotted this disclaimer. They cut out that top 2 lines. And they put it on Instagram. And they got angry about the secret lair with the Noah Bradley art in them saying, see, they're a big company, they could change things, but they won't. And I was like, are you having a fucking laugh? That was released literally, it was created probably 2 years prior to any announcement, let alone when it released. Like, we should hold them accountable and they should be making statements, we should make them do better, but you can't make them, they can't change the fucking past. Fucking Christ almighty. Thank you, chat, for helping out with that. I knew I'd read this, but I've obviously read this on Instagram and Skim read this yesterday. The secret lair hasn't even been printed yet. Yeah, it has, Megachill. That's why there's some of them in the wild, right? People have them. Like, not everyone has them, but some people have them, right? Of course, they could pre-print some promo ones. Oh, the Noah Bradley Squire. Wait, is that being made? Is that the... The Noah Bradley Squire. Okay, right. I changed my stance completely. I don't know if you're aware, Rob. The Noah Bradley Squire was the parody art. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. So for those who don't know in the chat, the Squire is literally a Noah Bradley as a Squire, topless. When considered Noah Bradley's come out as basically a to be delicate of the situation, a sexual predator, to be undelicate, potentially a rapist. So the fact that he has admitted to being like that, and then they're going to have a topless picture of him on a card art, well, fuck me.
Problematic, I think is the term.
I mean, I think the word problematic is used so much that it's starting to lose its meaning a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's why I was being sarcastic.
I know you are. No, problematic's the bottom end of the scale. There's problematic on one and there's completely fucked on the other, right? And we're fearing dangerously close to that side. That's some fucked up shit. They said they were removing that card. Tom KC, do you know when they said that? I would like to have a quick look whilst we're on the topic. Was it on the Squire? They're not doing the Squire anymore. So people are aware of this. Interesting. So, yeah, like I said, the Instagram post I saw that I criticised today, I just said it in the comments of the post, was definitely talking about Secret Lair Ultimate Edition. Definitely. Twitter. Okay, cool. Right, okay. So, that was an emotional roller coaster. So originally I was like, we're just complaining about shit we can't fix. Then people are saying about the Squire, and now people are saying that they've said they won't put the Squire. So back to square one. We're back to square one. Well, they are actually taking positive action to get rid of that shit. Okay. The Squire's being... Oh my god, the emotional roller coaster. Naki has said, Mono has said, the Squire's being removed and not replaced. Brilliant! Oh, that's so good. That's just like fucking... You couldn't make it up, Rob, right? Artist comes out as a predator. So you, the consumer, get less for your money.
Perfect.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Avery, can you DM me on Twitter? On Discord, sorry, and we'll get it up so we can have a quick glance at the link. I'm just not like searching for things. I can search for it now, actually, to be fair. While we're on face cam.
Another one.
That is fucking hilarious. That is literally... Oh... Probably best of one Fungaroo for historic. Just slam it. Just slam a jam Smoogans and move on with our lives. Thank you, Avery. Okay. Is there going to be any change to the April Fool's Secret Lairs? I feel like there really needs to be a change to the April Fool's Secret Lairs. Very on point. We are moving the card Squire for the product and all our marketing. Cool! Cool. Do you know what they should do? They should replace it with a card that's a much needed reprint. Stoneforge Mystic is obviously an option, as it is a Squire when it's been used. I think that'd be great. If people receive that and they've all got like GP promo Stoneforge Mystics in it, or like... Yeah. Or fuck it, just stick a fetch line in that slot.
Sorry about Noah Bradley. It's a fetch land.
Yeah. That's what you do. Right, okay. New campaign. New social media campaign, right? Every time Wizards of the Coast fucks up, from copywriting errors with rarities of exposition maps, right through to...
accidentally hiring sexual predators to your artwork.
Yep, who apparently were well known in their communities. But again, that's a whole discussion around whether people speak out enough. Right through to lack of diversity and then trying to hire one person to fix it. Retconning the sexualities of characters that have been shipped and used to sell stuff to certain communities. All that shit, right? Content creator programs that are dog shit and all they do is make you jump through hoops for some fucking codes. Every fuck up they do, they apologise by sending to... Oh, there's no DCI numbers anymore, is there? That's another fuck up. Okay, I was going to say to like a random 100 DCI numbers or 1,000 DCI numbers, get one fetch line in the post. Every time. They're like, sorry. And then like all the interns are like just filing out envelopes to DCI numbers of like fetch labs to apologise. That would single-handedly fucking smash the demand. The poison fetch lines would crash. Modern would be playable. There you go. That is my theory. That's my idea. They can get your... Yes! Oh! Miles Hates Club, you have fucking nailed it. The new app has all the stuff you'd expect from a fucking social media app or whatever for stealing your data. Yeah, like checking your browsing history. So sure. I bet it probably could steal your address as well. The MC Companion app. So, Using the MTG Companion app, they can now send you a fetch land and say, sorry we fucked up. We keep fucking up. We're sorry. One of our lead designers made some very insensitive racial joke during a Black Lives Matter worldwide protest. We're sorry. Here's fetch lands for everyone. Fuck. They probably managed to fuck that up. Yeah! Oh my god! Avery then accidentally sent out Squires. They're like, here, that's what happened. There are apparently Squires in Sharp. And you're like, how the fuck did you do this? Oh, Modern Playoff is a good format to start with. I think if you flooded Modern with a load of players, new players, fresh-faced players, innovative players, I think Modern, just by if you have a shot of liquid poo, okay, and you need to drink it. Oh, that's a bad example. I was going to say, do you shot it or do you dilute it? You probably just shot it, don't you?
You just shot it.
Okay, a particularly strong alcohol or squash. Poo is a bad example. Squash or cordial. You add water to it, dilutes it, right? That's where I think the intensity of Modern will be turned down if we had more people playing it, having fun and fucking about. Fetch stimulus. Fetch apologies. Apologise for your shit with things that help people out. Fuck. They're like, sorry we've priced you out of this older format. Yeah, when they apologise for the price of Double Masters, they never will. We're like, sorry, have a fetch land.
Sorry about the reserve list. Just rains.
Yeah, we are, fucking. Right, let's do some pack openings, because as much as I think the economy of Arena is dog shit, which I do need to do a video about, I still need to make videos about stuff on Arena. I'm priced in. So you at home live vicariously through me. Support your local game store.
Could you share the game with me?
Let's go.
Another one.
Get rid of this. Get into here. I can indeed, Rob. Let's go ahead and I'm going to stream game, not screen. There we go. Can you see, Rob?
Cool. Let's see those lovely hovering packs of magical cards.
So we can be a Blood Moon, or we can be a Risen Reef. We'll be a Risen Reef today. Right. Chat, I want you to guess what's in the Ixalan pack. We're going to go Ixalan pack, and we're going to 10 out of time for the other ones. To be honest, who's that? Monohair Naki. The whole non-starting performance in Chat about Magic is probably my favourite bit of the stream. It's a lot of fun. Social Cancer. Okay, let's go. What have we got? Ooh, Ravenous Chupa Chup. Uncommon.
Chup-chups. And Polyraptor.
My first one. I swear to God, I must have played that combo on one of the preview stream things we get.
We did, yeah.
Cool, right. 10 core 21, let's go. Ah, the very coveted mythic wild card. Can't I have one of those already somehow?
Brawler. Nice. Scoos. That's a nice card.
That's pretty good for historic if you want to play a Maverick deck.
Yeah, that Maze Mind Tome has seen a lot of play. It seems real cool.
Legacy, historic, probably modern too. I've played modern recently.
Ooh, a rare wild card. Very nice. 9
for
lives. Kitty cat. Pack leader. Doggy dog.
I might want to try one of these or two of these in the sideboard of the white artifact deck. I play best of 3. Because it allows you to go long. It's also an artifact for the artifact numbers. Primal Might. That card's good, right? It's a removal spell and a pump spell. I mean, doesn't get. It's pretty efficient.
True.
Big green can just be like, lol.
Another rare wild card. Naombi. Cool.
Scoos number 2.
Containment Priest.
So now I have
Channel favourite.
Chandra. Got a mythic wild card there as well.
Baron as well. Rada.
If you look for some Baron EDH action, chat, there was an episode of EDH and Chill going out this week, probably Thursday, with the Arena Boys and myself. It is. I say this about a lot of episodes, but it is one of the funniest episodes I've played on because the Arena Boys were very fun. A lot of politics. Like, people were DMing each other before the game started. It was heavy shit, bro. It was heavy shit. And another mythic wild card. So what was that? 3 mythics total cost 50 packs. And a Chandra and 2.
Yep.
Wait, was that really only 3?
Yeah, that's 3. Got a couple of 2 gold ones as well.
Yeah, okay, right. Let's get into a jump start then. Let's do some gold. I almost resigned the first time I played this as well. Right, okay, chat.
That in your video.
Yeah, that was in the video. Yeah, because I played a bit for CFB, so I can't forget which one was which.
Okay, Vampires leading out of Basri.
Well, I think we have to go for one of the Planeswalker ones, right? Because getting a Planeswalker is very good.
I do like the Lily deck personally, but that's just me.
Okay. Also, the swamps. Oh, by the way, if we see
Three.
Phyrexian, we take it because I need the
Three.
Phyrexian swamps. I need the Phyrexian swamps.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Liliana, right? I don't even
Yeah.
know. What does the Basri do? I forget.
Basri is strong. It's a +1/+1 counter, so you do that. You team up with the green one that does +1/+1 counters, and you can go
Ooh,
real
yeah.
crazy, real fast. If we get it, so
Chat, Liliana or Basri? I need to do the poll command. Can we do a poll command?
Lily, it's pretty 50-50 looking at it, just scrolling through.
Okay. Oh, this is like coding. Fuck. Poll. Pause chat. No, pause chat. Chat pause. There we go. Not like you lot pause. You guys carry on. I'm gonna 30 seconds. And then we're gonna go. Wow, I probably should have this copied out somewhere. Option 1 is gonna be Lily. And then option 2 is Basri. And then is that it? Okay.
I don't mean to slow down any more, but now can you open your to-do list again, and then put poll code copy somewhere on your to-do list? So
I
you want
didn't
them to
even
do it.
fucking get it right the first time. Poll requires a valid number of seconds. Oh, I put 30. Oh, did I put 30 seconds? I'm gonna add that to my thing. Oh.
Or 00:0 300.
Did that work, chat?
Nope.
I'm such a professional content creator that
Valid number of seconds to run. Can it not run for 30 seconds? You need to add seconds first.
I am banning seconds first. Oh, no square brackets. Oh, the square brackets for example purposes. Is that right? I ain't no coder. Huh? Yes! Vote! You have 60 seconds to vote on Lilies and Basri's. Go, go, go! Okay, we can obviously tell that Lily is winning. I don't even. Oh no, Basri's pulling it back. Basri was behind. Lily's in the lead. Lily's in the lead. Oh, Basri's coming from behind. I can't do this. I can't think of enough words.
You could not.
Basri, Lily, Basri. That doesn't really work, does it? I'm going to copy and paste that into my to-do list.
Because I think we should do more polls.
Yes, now I know how to do it. Look at this. I'm growing as a content creator. My
we're learning
Warhammer stream that I
together.
uploaded, Rob, the sound is all over the place where I'm painting. So I've had the mic above my head. The circus. I'm trying to figure out how to paint whilst the mic's in front of me. So I'm watching back. I was cringing at myself. Like, oh, for fuck's sake! I get annoyed when sound is bad. But again, like you got to learn, haven't you? Somehow you got
Yep.
learn on the job. Fuck it. Life's too short to learn and do it properly.
5 seconds.
The stim I 100% do. Fist and Spray does look quite different to pot 1.
Oh wow, that is a clear winner.
Landslide for Liliana. Let's go.
I have conquered death, as I will conquer you.
All right, Lily, calm down. Right, we're gonna do another 30-second poll because I enjoyed that. Poll.
Seismic,
30.
rogues, or wizards.
And then
Another one.
Seismic, rogues, wizards. Right, chat. 30 seconds. Let's go. Oh, this is great, Rob.
This is so cool.
Makes my life easier.
Another one.
I think there's also a poll option in Moobot where you can just click the buttons and shit. So I might have to implement that. Oh my god.
Oh, have so many rouges. So many rouges. Check your spelling.
Are people misspelling it? Did I misspell it?
You spelt it right, but no one else. If people struggle to spell rogue.
5 seconds to go. Next poll, I'm going to do 21 seconds because of the thing. Rouges.
Oh, rogues. Rogues.
Even with the
Take
spelling
that.
errors, they absolutely swept it. Right. We're mono black today, boys and girls, and everyone in between. Let's go. Let's have a look at the deck real quick.
Rogue lilies.
We've got Gormand, M21, Sucker Dude, They Sucker Dude.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What have we got? We got the Steward. Yeah, meh. What is this? This is the Flash. Guild of another rogue enters battlefield under your control. Each opponent mills 2. As long as the opponent has got 8 cards in their graveyard, it's a 3/2. Not terrible.
It's pretty bad to build around though. That's gas.
I mean, yeah. Like it, yeah. I mean, just a 3/2 for 1 mana in the late game's okay, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a shame you can't target yourself for like reanimation purposes.
Yeah, which is kind of really what you want to be doing here.
That's quite a good front end effect.
Yeah, got Ghoul Razor, he's pretty good. Stab Wound, oh man, I love me a Stab Wound.
Stab wound. Oh, fucking
That
love
takes
stab
that
wounds.
takes me back.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so
Oh,
we've got
it
a
gets
lot of,
death touch. That's even better. And it's got flash. Yeah.
yeah. So we've got a lot of removal, a lot of recursion. So we're going to be quite grindy. We have our Lily, of course.
And we've got one copy of this swamp. Do you need multiple copies in Arena? I'm not even sure. I don't think you do. To like play like a whole deck of them in Constructed.
Don't know.
I need to clean my screen. So chat, yep, we've got other stuff coming this week. I've got EDH and Chill coming this week. I have got this stream VOD will be up on YouTube tomorrow, simply to schedule things a bit better. On Wednesday there'll be the Warhammer Wednesday, which will be a tutorial on the basic premise of 9th edition rules to help people learn how to play Warhammer. And then later in the week there'll be another Talking Head and hopefully some Legacy as well. That's the plan for the rest of the week. We've got this thing. We've got this thing. We've got a curve.
We do have a curve.
Hope
Yeah,
we
let's
draw-
keep it.
hope we draw
Man,
hands.
Corpse Traders, what a bad card.
It's just a sack outlet, really, I think. Not that our
So-
deck needs one, or can benefit from one. Oof, hello. Okay.
Okay.
All lifelink. Death touch, all lifelink. Okay.
Yeah, so that's a more often than not. That's a combat trick, isn't it? It's our removal spell.
Yes, I'm just going to close my door for sunlight purposes.
Chandra's
Piling.
Piling.
It's double strike that does. So when they cast, no, when we take non-combat damage, it's +1, +0, and double strike. Do I flash this in? I might as well. It's mana efficient.
Yep.
Like keeping it as a combat trick for like, oh, they had.
Fury of
Herald's Horn.
Horns and Herald's Horn.
Was that rare in Commander? Herald's Horn.
I don't think it was.
So it was in each of the decks.
But I do know it's not very good.
Also, fun fact: Arena has a layer of dark colour it puts over the battlefield when you look at things zoomed in, right? If you look at me playing 1440p right now,
I can see there's an edge.
there's an edge on both sides, but I've
Oh, yeah.
also cropped the screen a little bit because I've been playing in 4040p. So yeah, that's good that that's not been picked up. I can't be the only, but yeah, it's just funny. Arena's quality considering it's, yeah. Anyway. Oh fuck, it's each rogue. Oh, this is great. We could deck them.
Good.
That's really good. I like it. Compared to MTGO though. Yeah, but MTGO gets no funding and no work. Well, this is like their premier client. So, yeah. One is the abandoned child.
Yeah, I mean, what's the excuse here for
One
not
is David
having done that?
Copperfield and the other one is... What's a Charles Dickens character that wasn't abandoned?
Oliver. Oh,
Oliver
wasn't
was-
abandoned.
Oliver definitely was abandoned. Is it the fact that all Charles Dickens characters are abandoned? Is that what it is?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it.
I only mentioned David Copperfield by the way because I watched the movie last night. Never even did the story until yesterday. So that's the spell slinging deck they've got there. The thing I like about this format is you can tell what they are by these. So they've got Minotaurs and spell slinging. So that's cool.
Huh.
Swamp. Blighted Bat. Why can't you be a rogue, you piece of shit? That is a bat that will happily trade with a Kiln Fiend. Mill plus Rogue would be really good. Yeah, yeah. That is a combo that I would like to play. The rarity doesn't matter in pre-combos though. Yeah, the rarity is determined by, it's a rare if it's in one deck, it's uncommon if it's in like some of the decks, and it's a common if it's in the whole cycle. Or at least that's how it's meant to be.
Okay. Here
Shot
comes
me
the
for 4.
synergy.
So this is going in here. I think
Double
those
strike,
take
remember.
4 damage. I don't care. Or we can double block, kill it, and then use Liliana to kill whatever they play next if we draw land. I'm gonna block that. We can use this to get on Death Touch to kill that next turn.
Or we can use it to get lifelink if we need to.
Yeah.
So play Lily Protected for a turn and then settle the score.
Yeah.
your day is
I think we might hold on settle the score for a bigger killer thing. Well, actually, no, because then we get to hold with Lily. So, goodbye, corpse traders. That may not be the right thing to do as it's a 3-3, but this probably wasn't the right
Keep
thing
the
to do.
removal spell.
I guess a 3-3 is kind of a removal spell. Probably not.
no interest.
No attacks. I'm going to keep blockers in case of hasty creatures. I don't know if any of the Minotaurs have haste. I can't remember if in the spell casting deck has haste. It was a rogue. Oh, I fucked it. You're right. The mill victory is offline now. I'm going to say no blocks in this game. Okay, don't have any spells. Sure. Sure.
It'll stack up very fast. Okay, now we've got all the options.
We're just going to get the emblem right now,
Another
right?
one.
Because that's an insane emblem. A creature from a graveyard,
Wait, we can settle the score
and then emblem.
and then emblem, yeah.
Yeah, and then we get a creature every combat from either of our graveyards. It's
Yes.
insane. Absolutely insane. Kill that one. Go to combat. Do you want a Kiln Fiend, a Heartfire Immolator?
Well, a Kiln Fiend, because it works with our...
However,
or rogues.
this is a rogue. It mills them and it turns our emblem better next turn because we have more options.
Correct.
Mill is back on the menu, boys. Yeah, let's mill them. Let's do it. Woohoo! What do we hear? I want to summon their rare creature, whatever it is. They've got to have one, right? Attacks? Nah.
They attack with 3/3.
Yeah, but that's not milling, Rob.
No,
Yeah,
you're
but
doing
it dies,
right now.
comes back. We
Oh,
get
we're
it
doing
again and
it.
again
We're
and
doing it.
again.
Kill. The 3/3 doesn't
Half
have
a
haste, do they?
year, milky
Yeah.
goodness.
That's what it says.
Why does a black planeswalker's emblem give haste?
Because it's like corpse dance.
Sneaky Sneasel, hello. And thank you for the 6 months. What does this do?
5 damage.
Oh, so
That-
kill off 3/2, then we're going to resurrect it. Cool.
Seems fine.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to do that.
Okay, do we want to...
Go to blocks. Block both.
Yeah, block both, just clear the board, and,
And
then we're
do we
still
want,
winning.
Do we want any lifelink?
It might be not... Yeah, I mean, if not now, then when, sort of thing. They've got no cards in hand, so this
Oh,
is
it
only
gives you a
a
+1/+1 counter, so it survives as well.
Oh, there you go.
Full control.
Another one.
That on the corpse traders. Lovely
Actually,
job,
yeah, now
mate.
that it's got the counter, it's almost strictly incorrect for me not to do it.
It's +1/+1, not ++1 counter.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so
makes
it's not as good as I thought it was, but still pretty good. Okay, we did win by mill. I'm just saying, chat. Woo! That was a dab right there. Liliana's pretty good. The Liliana pack seems to be absurd if you've got like emblem pumping stuff as well. Unless that's from the rogue deck. Thanks to the Ravenous Baloth.
Well, it's got Lily in the art, right? So it's got to be from the Lily deck.
Very true. When you've got science like that, Rob, who needs?
Speculation.
Yes.
Sea Butler.
What's going on? This is Warhammer. Oh. I need a Warhammer command that links to my latest Warhammer video so I can do that when people mention it. I will put that on my to-do list. Right. Keep. Mill is on the menu. Let's go. Just got to draw that third and fourth land again. We'll flash it on their turn to really surprise them.
Know what you're doing right now?
I've never seen it coming.
Impressing the
Especially if
heck out
like they opt and keep on top, and then you. That's what I want to do. Because like several of them have got opt in them, I think, the decks. Never did not have that. Our first attack of the night.
Boom.
Our opponent is
Successful.
called Sea Butler. My third favourite kind of butler.
Perilous Mere. Oh, what a card.
That's
I'm a fan of that.
oh, I don't want to play this for no value. Shit.
Oh,
guess
play
I'm
the
gonna
other thing then. Play the other thing.
Oh. Is it a rogue? No, god damn it.
Human Warlock. It powers up zombies. It's all kinds of things. If a creature died this turn, you may pay 2. If you
Fuck,
use
that
against
is such a
zombie.
good limited uncommon, isn't it?
Hell, yes it is.
Yeah, so for C, what's your favourite kind of butler, Rob?
I am more a fan of the desert butler. I like
Right.
his swarthy turban.
Right, I see. When they're really dressed up to weather the storm. Weather the storm? Weather the weather. Can you
Weather
weather
the
weather?
weather. I think you can weather the
My
weather.
favourite's Gerard Butler. Oh, I like Rogue's gloves.
I like Rogue's gloves too. Do we want to put stab wound on that 0-3? It's got 5 sacrifice ability, and they probably just will block with it. So, it's not the worst thing.
Yeah, and they'll slowly die. Oh, no attacks. Oh, get stabbed! Went to 15 stores over the past few days to find jumpstart to play with friends. Finally got enough to play with friends, and of course my deck was the only one that whiffed and got no valuable cards. Oof! This is why Magic cards shouldn't be expensive to buy in the first place. They should be, well, jumpstart isn't, so. Oh, bollocks.
Womp womp.
Womp womp indeed. Now we can't get in. We can, but with Death Touch. Ugh. None of this is good.
No, this is good, really. Let's just pass.
Yeah. Oracle will die won't see a significant price decrease until we see a lot of jumpstart open. So, like on the second and third, or let's say waves. Dousing Gloom. Okay.
Remember, the Ghoul Razor doesn't get anything back; it just gets zombies back.
Yep. And this triggers an RN step and requires 2 mana. It's not looking good. Hello, Alex Dave.
Oh, there's a card I like a
Oh,
lot.
wow. I love
A
that.
lot.
Oh, it's so
That-
good.
It's so good, isn't it?
Oh, that's Arcade Post. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I always think of Arcade Post as a newish artist. For some reason, I don't know why. Like he was doing.
RK posted Unmasked, didn't he?
Did he?
I am fairly certain he did.
Ah, quite possible. I always think of it
Another
like
one.
even tied onwards, but even then, it still that feels new, which is not.
It is
I
definitely
guess
not.
we don't want to block here.
I have about 10 copies of Phyrexian Rebirth.
Reclamation.
Reclamation, that's the one.
And blue. Just for the sake.
Equip up the gloves.
Do we attack? Because I'm not blocking.
If they block with a mirror, they could.
No, because we put a counter on it. Cool.
True.
Put a counter so we can pump it. I'm going to keep it alive. I'm just trying to get their board down a little bit here. This is probably not
Go life
correct.
gunk.
Yeah, so we gain some life back. We kill that. It does 2 damage to us. Yeah, so we gain a bit. That way, if they attack with a 3-4 and we have a removal spell for the 0-3, we can actually get in. So we draw Liana's Thingabob. Or they play in the body. What's this do? Oh, bollocks. Okay. That was shit then. I too dabbled in magic. Yeah, I dabbled in magic a little bit. You could say dabble. Looks like Arcade Post hasn't done art for magic since M14. Oh. That's not good.
I think we have to play this Ghoul Razor to keep up with the board. Like, we're going to have to cash in our potential value.
Well, we get to hit with the end draw a card next turn. Oh, they can bounce off fucking Nightshade. Oh, they don't. Okay. I'm kind of okay with that. How the fuck do we beat this Reclamation over time? Oh! Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, there's a land.
Can't cast that until we've got creature.
We haven't got enough lands either. So we need to have bodies on board for it.
Nothing in our graveyard that's good to rise again.
If we rise this, we mill them for 2.
Is Rise any creature from any graveyard? Because we
No,
could
it's
just
our
take the
graveyard.
Perilous Mirror.
So then I put them to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in graveyard, which doesn't quite work.
So we cast this and then
Take 3 this turn. Hopefully draw a land for Gormand. Okay. Land off the top for Gormand's actually really quite good for us. Take 3. So
we have to sack a thing.
if they block and kill it, we feel bad, so we have to just slam this then. Because the Perilous Mirror trades with it. What they should be doing is throwing this into us, so when it dies, they can bring it back.
Yeah, and create a perpetual loop.
Yep.
Another one.
Oh, this takes us to 1. Oh no, we're dead. No, we're not dead. They have a second live for it.
Gargantua.
I thought I could target for a second. I was like, oh shit.
Perilous Mirror.
Swing out, we block here, get a 1. And we're just fucked, I think. Go 6 mana,
Yeah.
so we can go 2 bodies and then we die.
Yep.
No. Let's see a few more cards. Juggernaut and Malefic Scythe. Okay. We stumbled on lands and just died. And I also refused to cast a Skull Razor. But also, I don't even know if we have enough fucking zombies for Skull Razor to be any good to hold on to. Like, what do we have? 3 zombies?
About that, yeah. None of them are really worth bringing back. They don't, yeah, it hasn't got that engine quality to it that we really want to have a Ghoul Razor.
Yeah. We don't even have one particularly good Ghoul Razor zombie, do we? But then again, also, I don't think playing a 3 mana 2/2 would have done much either.
No, absolutely not. This is too bad. Got lots of rogues. And the gloves, which will provide some long-term value.
I need to read this now. Soul counter, +1/+1 each soul counter. Whenever who dies, put a soul counter on it. Okay, pretty cool. I like it. I did check. That's not a rogue. It'd be really annoying if it was. It doesn't look anything like a rogue. That's a butler, Rob.
That is indeed a butler.
Shit.
That's a swamp butler. Phyrexian Rager.
That helps our mill plan. A swamp butt. I'm sure what you said. You're a swamp butt.
Thanks.
Perilous Mirror again? Oh no, miss.
No, miss that. Okay, there's a rogue. Do our 3 mana rogue though?
Each other rogue creature you control enters the +1/+1 counter though.
Ah.
And they discard cards when counter creatures hit them, which seems insane. Well, and that does seem really insane, especially if like.
Yeah, we just build out our board of rogues and.
Or we just mill them out, one of the 2.
Yeah. That's a good one to get rid of.
Okay. So they're no. I don't know what art this is for, which pack. Yeah, because we land a rogue this turn, then we'll have a removal spell. Oh, wizards, right? I got stuck on the whole Murphic thing. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Sir Spiffy. Phyrexian Broodling.
Broodlings.
Phyrexian Reclamation.
Oh no. Sack outlet and recursion. The engine is on. But our engine is also on.
So we can obviously play Glass Pot on this and hit them and draw a card if we wanted to, but I think we want to play a rogue first. This has flash. We can go gloves and flash the other rogue in.
I mean, do you want to draw a card? Because then we can't flash the rogue in.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'll put a stop in there. I'm playing this and draw and flashing this.
Right.
And then this can play afterwards or this.
Yeah, I think it might behoove us to exile the broodlings if they start using it as a dedicated sack outlet. Because if that's their only one, then
No bits for a fox shell. Can someone help me out? Oh, Bushel, you filthy fox lover. There are 4 cards in graveyard. This will make it 6. This will make it 8. And this will be online. There's a 3/2 Death Strike. Death Strike? Death Strike! It's the slightly more... It tested better with focus groups, Death Strike, than Death Touch. Touch weirded out the conservative crowd.
Ah, Phyrexian Debaser. Oh my god, I had this deck when I was a kid.
Yeah,
it had
so...
Phyrexian
I never had Broodlings.
Plague Lord.
Yeah, Plague Lords and Debasers. Because this old Phyrexian ship was definitely a thing that I loved as a kid.
Yeah, Phyrexian Plague Lord is my jam. I love that card so much. Okay, coming in.
Swing. We're going to play this.
Flash.
We'll probably just take 3.
We can trade.
Yeah, but this also makes him discard a card if I don't block it. So we trade, this gets another counter. Or next time we untap, exile this, attack. They either block this or take discard a card. Everything else gets through. Or we can trade. Thank you, Mackie, for the frog shout. I used to turn it off when I'm painting, in case it startles me while I'm painting. Yeah, I think we'll just let it through. Life is a resource. Oh, hello there. So we killed the basic because
Broodlings.
it's... Do you reckon broodlings?
Yeah, Broodlings is a sack outlet.
Yeah, but this also kills one of our creatures.
Oh yeah, that's point. Yeah,
and
kill it
blocks our
now.
1/1.
Okay, yeah, good point.
So exile this. And if they don't block the broodlings now to trade, they discard a card.
So don't attack with the Enforcer.
Do we keep Leon's Steward up and make him discard the last card?
What do we sack? Oh, just it. Yeah, you might as well. I mean, he's not really doing much lot of anything else, is he?
Okay, so then they will trade the broodlings in.
It won't.
Ah.
Right.
Arena, don't pass my second main phase, please. I've got an ability. Oh, Baron, double blue.
Now sack.
They have
Take
one
that up.
card on their draw step.
Oh, that was a good one to get rid of.
Oh,
Can't
they
get
drew
that
the oh, there we go. There
well,
we
they can get it back. They can get
go.
Baron back. They can get Baron back if they might have enough to cast him.
They can. They can get Baron back and then replay the Rager, I guess. So they sack the Rager, grow the Scythe, grow the Broodlings.
Ah, so yes. The other thing you can do is do this: get the Rage back, draw a card.
Well, we've also got Thieves Guild and Forces just block this growing Broodling as well. So I don't think we... Oh, they got back the Storm Sculptor. Okay. By all means, please do swing. I'm gonna
100% block.
Just kill it. Get back the Rager. They're 11 life now.
Yeah, this is what we do.
Oh no! It turned it off. Turned it off. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll take 5. Draw land. Sweet.
Nice. Need that.
So we can
Good.
play this and we can equip gloves. We can equip
Yep, that
gloves
sounds good.
here.
Yep. attack.
Keep this back for blocking again. Force them to have to relife if they don't want us to have a blocker that can kill it.
Yep.
They discard a card, we draw a card. I like the rogue deck.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Liliana's obviously absurdly powerful, especially with that removal spell, but the rest of the Liliana cards don't seem too hot. At least in the couple of games you played, anyway. Oh, and then this dies and puts a count on something else, which then gets the trigger from this.
Oh, it's spectacular.
The rogue deck's so fun.
So much synergy.
The 2 target creatures thrown in his hands. Interesting. Yeah, sure. Swamp.
Yeah, it's running back out, I guess.
Wait, are they? No, not dead. This has haste. That's only 3 damage. Wait, did you see that? It ETB'd, got a counter, but it didn't have any like trigger. I didn't see it.
Yeah,
That was weird.
it's supposed to have a trigger.
Am I a lot quieter than Rob Jacks? I can turn Rob down a little bit.
Sorry.
That's right. I'll turn Rob down. There we go.
Okay, can you still hear me, chat?
Actually, no, I'll turn up the. I'll turn down Discord a little bit. How do I turn you down in this call? There we go.
Oh, there's not an ETB trigger.
Oh, it's not a trigger. Thank you,
It's a
Jack.
state-based effect. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Next, I should have done this after combat if I drew something really hot.
The land, it's fine. Do that or
Nah, Mass Blade Guard's pretty scary. Occasionally my mic distorts again still. I don't know why it's doing that. I might have to change the cable or something. I'm going to do a quick turn off the power and adjust my thing. One sec.
God,
You'll probably still hear me because it's going to be like...
It's a bold move from our opponent here. Going to GG.
Okay. I think they're just going to kill themselves with it, aren't they? I think that's BM in top hat PZ. I think they're saying GG. Okay, we got there. We got our 2 cards. On to the next draft.
They have been reclaimed.
Okay, roguing was cool. Lily's powerful, but
Yeah, but the other cards don't really synergize with the other things. That's the thing, I suppose. Like if the cards
do
are
synergize, but not in a very good, like not an exciting or powerful way. Just like, okay, quests 2, right? Resign. Join. Right, chat. I'm gonna get some water, but while I'm getting water, we can do some polling, right? So poll. We're gonna go for 120 seconds. We're gonna go angels, spooky, feathered, friends. Right, you have 2 minutes. I'll be right back, Bob. By all means, have a chat to these miscreants if you want to. Go, chat.
They'll be too busy voting.
Vote, chat. Vote.
Know what you're doing right now? Impressing the heck out of me.
Why the heck did Twitch unsub me?
5 seconds. Poll has ended.
Oh, I was back just in time.
You spelled feathered friends wrong.
Sabotage. But that said, I did reveal the Angels deck, didn't I? So I have to take it, Rob. Okay. Here's your 30 seconds.
Dr. Angel.
It'd be, unfortunately, Angel's Doctor, which is so kind of, as soon as I don't know, the mistranslation you get on like some rip-off Chinese toy, you know. Doctor's devilish.
This Doctor.
I'm gonna do my own names. I'm the Healy Men. Devilly Ones. Or Mono Blue Minotaurs. Let's go. Oh fuck, I need to do that again. Go! Healy Man, Devilly Ones, MBMT. Just make it as hard for people to engage as possible where I've like fucking mangled the names beyond belief. Wow. Angel Doctor is going to be the... I just feel they might be the most synergistic because some of the Angel cards care about life gain, don't they?
We do. Well,
Actually, no,
you,
maybe...
you revealed it, mate. You tell me.
I can't remember. I think the ones that do care about life gain, I've forgotten if they exist or not. There might be one Angel that does. Healy Men 12, Devilly Ones 11, MBMT 11. Oh, it was actually much closer than I thought it would be.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, we got the Baneslayer one. Sweet. Because 2 Angel decks. One doesn't have Baneslayer, the other one does. So that's nice. We've got like a fucking bomb rare. What is our other rare?
Speaker of the Heavens. Doable, but challenging.
Cool. Let's fucking wreck some people.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I need to play with Muxus. Muxus seems like a lot of fun. Have you seen the lore for Muxus, Rob? The big goblin guy. Goblin King.
Nope.
It's 4 goblins in a trench coat.
What?
It's 4 goblins who all wear an outfit together and they take turns to wear the crown and they've tricked everyone into believing they're one big goblin king. 5 goblins, sorry. Oh yeah, because it's 5 goblins but it's a 4-4, so it doesn't actually make any sense.
That
How great is that
perfect goblin sense.
It's fucking awesome though, right?
That's wicked.
Brightmare. Okay, here's my next problem. I know they've finally unified hounds and dogs, but why are unicorns and horses different?
Because horses are not unicorns.
No, they're not. But unicorns are horses.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, exactly. You can't argue with that because it's fucking science. Vigilant lifelinking 1/1 for 1 mana. Magic power creep has gone too far. Deathrite Shaman, look out. Mono White is coming for you.
Okay, Age.
Wow, you can tap your own creature to gain life.
You can. Or you can tap that to gain life.
Yes, eventually, yes. Death Touch and lifelink. The Vampire deck has this and... Does it have a Nighthawk as well? Has it got 2 of these fucking style things? The brick
so,
wall
yeah.
fucking vampires. I love that island.
That is a lot of books.
So we go Brightmare, then balance it with the Angel, and Brightmare again.
Coming in.
I need to turn the speaker of the heavens on. Damn it. So I guess we could tap down the erratic visionary. Or... I'm unsure.
Another one.
Thank you for the fox shout, Draven.
Let's play the Enforcer.
It's better long term, isn't it? And this is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's more life. Yeah, okay.
And we
Tap
might
with
want to
this
see
and pump it
the
with a new
Unicorn Plus.
page. Because this gains us 2 life this way.
Yeah.
It's Gifted Aetherborn is not back in standard though. This jumpstart is going to standard, nightmare. Bushel loves the fox shouts. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 count on that fucking vampire. Okay. No blocks. Thanks, Snacky. I forgot about that too. Ah! The greatest song ever made. Okay, let's go ahead and play this.
Tap the vampire.
Tap that. Next, get in for 2. And then we're going to tap this in their turn, right?
Yeah.
We're playing Angelic Doctors, or Dr. Angel. The name's Doc Angel. Dr. Angel. Wait, is there a thing where they do that?
Don't know.
Come on, Rob. You're an expert on all TV shows about doctors. Okay, question, Rob. Do we tap down the Bloodbond Vampire, or do we a moment of heroism or a Brightmare to block it?
Good question.
Does that give us 4 life?
I
Which
think
means
we
we
do that.
can...
Yeah, immediately turn on our angel.
Actually, if we use that turn, we could have used it anyway. Whenever a creature opponent dies, control dies.
Another
give it
one.
+1/+1. Okay. Okay.
Sure.
In which case we ain't killing nothing because we want to get turned on. Well, this will turn us off, and then we turn
Another
on.
one.
Are we tapping or momenting?
I think we need a moment. This board state's getting a bit big.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So let's let them attack. Let's go to blockers. Let's put a 2/3 in front of this 1/3 and a 2/3 in front of the 4/4. Then we're going to go declare blocks, and then we're going to go give this lifelink and stuff. Kill the Bloodlord. Nothing of ours dies.
Go to 27.
Go down to... Oh!
Oh, can we not activate
on
this?
the stack, on the stack. Oh, it's sorcery speed.
Okay.
So we do get back to here. Well, attacks if you control an artifact or enchantments, don't even people get lifelink until end of turn. Okay, so we attack with this.
Oh wait, no. Can we? Oh, wait, how much money have we got? 5 or 6?
We only have 5. We'll get to 27 post combat.
Yeah.
So we attack with this and this.
Because we'll have an angel to block with, don't we?
Yes. Oh, I could have tapped 2/3. No, 2/3 can tap. No blocks. Then we're gonna
Another one.
Grow this guy. I didn't even need to grow that guy, actually. Post combat went on 28. End of combat done. Activate this. Emancipation Angel with the Brightmare.
Yeah.
Play Stonehaven Pilgrim. Cool! That was a pretty good turn! Now I'm cooking the beans
tap
as
with
they're
the enforcer.
No, it costs 2 mana. Can't. There's nothing to tapping instead of playing this. Because it plays around random wraths, but I don't think the vampire deck or the well-read deck has a wrath. They're saying good game. Should I be terrified or should I be like, oh, we got him?
Da-da-da.
There you go. Speak of the Heavens is great when you get it online.
Yeah, I never said it wasn't.
I mean, it's objective fact that it's great when it's online. The question is how easy is it to get online?
Yeah, that was the thing that I was trying to figure out. Like, how many hoops you have to jump through to get it to work, and how long does it take?
Every time I see this, I think it's that dinosaur you played in that episode of Idiots and Chill, which fights everything. It's not, though.
It's not, no.
Right, let's try and get this last card. Come on. Yeah, it fucks me off. There's a lot of cards that got replaced in it. Like, I get that they shouldn't be historic, but replacing them? Actually, no, that makes more sense, because only where would you play them, actually?
Bazinga!
Outside the limited. Thank you for the Bazinga, Draven.
Okay, what have we got here? Airy.
So yeah, the actual physical version of this and the paper version of this and the online version of this vary.
You start with tap flames.
Yep, just didn't know what I did. Kept a hand with a card I didn't know in it.
Another one.
Seems sensible. Which is called.
I'm going to turn you up again a bit, Rob. To 92.
Okie dokie.
So, let's go ahead and play this and slam this.
Airy.
Which is Cauldron? Could have sworn there's audio. Oh, I'm thinking of Bog Brew Cauldron or whatever the fuck it was called. Oh, look, there's a $70 card or whatever it is in paper. Fucking Christ.
Angelic Ascension, do you?
Exile target creature or planeswalker and they get a 4/4. This is going to be insane in the late game, so this might end up killing that, to be fair. Right, it's obvious what we do here. We've got a Sarah Angel in hand too, so that's pretty good. So there's gargoyles? What the fuck is that? Devil? No.
Oh, spooky, isn't it?
No, Spooky's like a graveyard, I think. Well, I want to block this, but this looks
Make
like
them have
magic.
it. Yeah, it's worth it, I feel.
Okay, well, we trade 1 for 1. We're not going to hit 5th land drop and lose. They missed the land drop last turn, though, didn't they? Were they on the play or were we on the play?
I can't remember.
Oh, fucking never didn't have it. Oh! Everybody's favourite fucking limited bomb on common. Here we go.
Doomblade.
Allosaurus Rider and Allosaurus Shepherd are two different things. Aloro 7965.
Yeah, they're wildly different.
Ooh, an Invoker.
Enchant it and then go to town, right?
Enchantment doesn't do shit though. We have no way to gain life right now. I'm gonna make a 1/1 that we can then turn to another 4/4.
That's a good idea.
The Angel deck seems very, very good. Like I said this during my spoiler video, like, have fun winning limited when you have a Sarah Angel and a Baneslayer in your deck.
Yeah, I mean, it's evasive.
Oh, there's
Colour
the dice. So they do have some removal. Hunter's Edge. No box.
That angelic spell, is that an instant?
Yes. It's basically path to
Ooh.
exile. With a 4/4.
Yeah,
It's a
sure.
4/4.
Well,
Yep,
we
so
can use it
it's
as a combat
surprise
trick
block.
to block.
Yep.
Yeah. So Guardian Idol, I guess.
Yeah. And that gives us some mana burst tap. So
Attack in.
fuck
Yeah.
him up. This light of promise might just be fucking buffering for this then. They didn't pay.
Ah.
Why would you not pay? This cauldron's actually pretty good. Gain life and draw a card.
Okay, do we want to trade in our angel here?
I guess. Problem is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 1 mana off of being able to turn all their elves into 5/5s every turn. They only have 1 elf in play at the moment.
And we can take care of it here.
Do you mean take care of it here?
Well, we turn our guy into an angel, block and kill it.
No, that's this. This makes all elves become 5/5s.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was all other elves.
This makes...
Is an elf. I think things 5/5s, like anything a 5/5.
Plus
and
5
trample.
plus 5. Yeah, it has to go. It's a bit later in the game, but yeah. Let's turn off full control before I time out by accident.
Are you absolutely sure you want to target your own creature? We don't design cards like that anymore.
Yeah, well, this was a mistake. Did Oko used to ask if you were sure when the Ultraman thing on Arena? I can't even remember. So much has happened.
Page. Okay, Guardian Honor becomes 2/2 if we need it. So I think we can. Can we still race?
Well, I think we get 5. Yeah, we can. Don't trade. How would we trade? It's 2-1. Interesting. Imagine when we draw life gain cards, Rob.
At some point, that would be good.
Like just Angel of Mercy or whatever it is, the game for life.
Crypt Lurker.
A common 3/4 for 4 mana. You may sacrifice a creature or discard a card if you do draw a card.
Seems pretty good. Eat the rat, yeah.
Yeah, but they should have not done that and just done the rat with this.
Oh, when the rat dies, you may pay 1 if you do discard a card.
Ah, we both misread it. Bit of missequencing there. They could have got an extra life out of it and the rat could have killed. Okay.
Nice removal.
Okay, 4 damage them down to 11. They untap. Attacks the 5/5 and a 3/4. We kill the 5/5. Yeah, seems right, doesn't it?
Yep, I roll it. Any reason for tapping the page of attacking with the page?
It looks cooler.
Cool.
Also, I hope they didn't have to discard a card here, because that would be bad.
Yeah.
My head is blocking the stack and it makes it hard to follow. Really, Desator? What part of the game are you not following right this moment?
Okay. It's like we don't talk to our players.
Right. Past blockers. Pump your Allosaurus. Come on. Yeah. Fucking die.
Get fucked.
Take that, you mythic shit.
Tasty $70.
Can't tell what they're costing, but I'm saying it and they're resolving.
Okay, so activate.
But they haven't cast any combat tricks. I get that. I do. I'm not saying that there's not an issue, but there's only so much like fucking screen space. I mean, other options are move everything onto the left, and then people complain they can't read the cards when I preview them, like this. Like this is what we had last time. I had them on the left, so I've moved to the right now. Maybe I should move to the left. I don't know, but people will complain no matter which side it's on. Stim, I will answer your Blood Angels question shortly. Could I move it up? But then I cover the graveyard. There's not enough available space, chat. It's either here or the opposite side here of my Jace pet. And also, you can't see me play with my Jace. It's aggro time.
Go, my idol. Well, you know it's serious when the page is getting in.
Angelic Page, played by Ellen Page. Okay, tapped creature, sure. And a blocker. Fuck!
Shit.
They can get in for 3 now, and we can't get in to kill them. Okay. So we get in for 1 this turn and 4 next turn. Is that what we do? God. We have drawn... We are Dr. Angels, and we've drawn nothing that gains life. That is quite the thing. So let's attack next turn. Pay 3 mana. They'll get back another blocker. We're going to take 3 from this. This will be able to block this or this. So we get in with Page. And then we kill him in the air with Voice next turn. It does 4, doesn't it? Voice plus Angel is 4. They can get the creatures. I think get back a flyer, can't they? Oh.
Flyer that kills us.
Another Taskmaster. Anyone dies. Okay, I'll change it now for all the complainers. Here we go. Right.
Know what you're doing right now? Impressing.
I hope that helps. Hello, Perpetual Energy. Thank you.
WEW.
You can't see my nipples or my thighs. That's the problem. Okay, the other option is this one. But this is even worse, right? It looks like I'm wearing a hat. It's a Patreon logo. Because this is not resized properly since the computer change. Oh wow, I just changed back and we lost the sponsorship completely. Oh no, we didn't. Ignore me. It's right there. Yeah, if we drew Baneslayer Angel, that'd be sweet, wouldn't it?
Okay.
So they get back the flyer. They're getting back Allosaurus.
Ah, yeah, and then using its activated ability to kill.
No, it goes from graveyard to hand. They can't do that.
Oh.
That was a mistake, I feel. Let's animate this. Can someone explain Magic? Oh, Fried Cheese, you're on my Warhammer stream, weren't you? Welcome. This is Magic. It's actually a pretty good game when Wizards aren't like literally shitting the bed. The aim of the game is a maths problem. Your opponent's on 20, you're on 20. You have to decrease to 20 by variables or multiples of numbers that come on these little card tables of your monsters and creatures. Go to blockers. My Guardian Idol will fuck this Leaf Guider up. And my Voice the Provinces will fuck up the Eternal Taskmaster. They have 1 card in hand. I said, oh, I'm being an idiot as well. They can gain life. So we actually did on a virtual 5. There we go. So I should not have cached my Leaf Gilder in, but they're going to have a blocker anyway. We go to 3. Oh, I'm glad that helped. Do you know what, Fried Cheese? I was in the shower today, and after I had a wank, I was thinking about doing starting videos, getting starting videos for Magic. Because I've done them for Warhammer. I thought I've never done anything like that for Magic. Talking about basically not the rules of Magic, but like what's good for learning, which is mainly arena. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
So we can attack, cast this,
And then
get it
die.
back, and die.
So we've drawn. We have drawn phenomenally poorly this game.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, like heroic. The heroic cantrip wins us the game. A lot of things win us the game.
Yep.
Alas. And
Right.
alack. See if they can. If they can figure it out.
Well, they haven't figured it out. They didn't just swing in and kill us. What the fuck? They even said oops. Oh, it's better to be lucky than good. They even realised, they're like, why don't I just not kill him? Or at least not kill him, sorry, to explain to chat. They would have forced us to block with both creatures and die.
Well,
sorry,
no,
both our
the
creatures
elf
die.
gives trample, right? The elf gives trample.
No, it's become 5/5s, I think. We would have died though, because if we blocked both things, we would have took 2. It doesn't change everything to a 5/5. So we still wouldn't be dead. We lost both our bodies and gone to 1 in that circumstance. Oh look, more Archons of Sun's Grace.
Chuck them on the pile.
Yeah, fucking hell. That was fucking amazing. So this game's easy. Right, let's resign from that. I'm going to grab a glass of water before we do that. So we're going to start with a little bit of historic hoof. We can do some tinkering. We would lose both our dudes, and then we'd have to top deck Baneslayer Angel and have them not have bodies. So if they pumped in, swung in, we lose both our creatures, then we untap, draw Baneslayer and play it. Then they have 2 bodies that can attack, but Baneslayer has First Strike, Lifelink, and protection from demons, protection from dragons. So if that other thing was a demon, that's also helpful. Either way, it would First Strike down the Allosaurus, gain us 5 life, and then we take 3. If they don't have removal. Obviously, there's a lot of ifs of them not having all creatures that are 3 power. They had another elf anyway, but they couldn't play it. So yeah. So us blocking each creature and them dying gave us the out to, I think, just Baneslayer Angel. We'd already played the one that made a 1/1, hadn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, I think our only out was our Baneslayer. But to be fair, we only had like 11 cards left in our deck at that point, I think.
Yeah, we drew the majority of the lands.
They had Cauldron to sack to 9 life. Oh, they did max combo. You're right. So actually, Baneslayer would have blocked a 5/5. They would have sacked the Allosaurus. We wouldn't have gained 5, and we would have died. Actually, yeah. Sorry, max combo saw it as well. I keep forgetting that fucking Cauldron because they only used it once. They should have used it like at least 3 times. So there's 3 circumstances where they could like use it on the burglar rat instead of using it on that for that creature that made them loot the card. They could have sacked it to that to at least gain life and stuff like that, which was important because we got them down to lethal, didn't we? So the 1 life was important. But yeah, max combo points out that they can sack the creature that is being blocked by the Baneslayer. The creature dies before First Strike, and we gain no life and we die. So yeah, fried cheese. If you're looking to get into Magic, Google Magic the Gathering Arena. Get this downloaded. This has a tutorial. The official Magic website has some videos voiced by I think it's Jimmy Wong actually does them from Game Nights. Jimmy does those, which will tell you the basics of our Magic, of what it is. There's a YouTuber called Tellurian Community College who is my co-host for our podcast called Dice to Removal. He does a lot of what is worth buying and what isn't worth buying videos. So they're very good for just not getting completely fucking shafted by all the shit products that are out there. On the whole, Magic is basically like randomized boosters, but there are some shit sealed precons. Like the Planeswalker precon decks you can buy are so bad in terms of value. They make some of the Games Workshop Warhammer products just look like fucking saints. Like they're really bad. Like they're only good for teaching people to play, and that's it. Once you get beyond the very basic entry level, they lose all merit. So I'll check out his stuff. Beyond that, like I said, I think I'm going to do a getting started video where I'm going to talk mainly about how I think Commander is the best way to go from starting to like intermediate level. Like the 60 card constructor format's in such a weird place these days. This is me talking to the more enfranchised players here and yourself, Rob, as well, because like there's no paper play, there's no big tournaments, and Wizards of the Coast only care about standard and historic on Arena for the Pro Tours and stuff, right? Once upon a time, you would grind PTQs, right? You'd grind PPTQs even. Like there's all these things you do, and now there's just no aspiration to do those things. So unless you're genuinely enjoying like turn-by-turn gameplay, there's just no reason to play them. And sometimes those older formats, they obviously get a bit shafted by new cards, and they aren't fun for a while. So, yeah, weird. WotC has some also great beginner products for like 100 packs. Here's a peek behind the curtain, chat. I started doing a video today, which will come out on Friday. Oh,
before you go, I'm going to go and refresh my drink.
Oh, go ahead while I do this bit. Yeah, go ahead. Thanks. Sorry, Rob. Sorry. Yeah, I've got a video coming out on Friday. It's going to be called 100 Things You Can Buy Instead of Buying a VIP Pack. And I've gone through and I'm pricing everything up to make sure I'm right about it. And it is just a comprehensive list of just random shit that you can buy. From different hobbies, to random shit, to funny things, to not so funny things. Yeah, that's coming out on Friday. I thought I'd have it done for today. I did do it for Uma, I did. The thing about Ultimate Masters, Mega Churv, is that video, I enjoyed it and it was fun and people liked it. But Ultimate Masters ended up being worth it. I don't think VIP frolics. There may be a mention of dildos in that video. There is actually... Anyway, so I thought that video would be done for today. But turns out, my wife helped me brainstorm some ideas, starting to write up the list, then researching the price of all these things to make sure I'm correct, including finding some rather unique shit. Yeah, it took me a few hours this morning just to write up like 60 of the options. So it's a bit more of a long form thing. So that's my big meme for this week. So that's going to come out on Friday, and then my talking head will be out on the Saturday, or vice versa. And hopefully some legacy gameplay on the Sunday, but that's the one that's going to get put on the back burner in exchange for me just shitting on this VIP product. I have dildo-related psychic gifts. Yeah, well, you know what they say, a dildo can sense a dildo from 3 miles away. I'd rather buy 40k than the close to... Yep. Wait for the video. Dark Lord Ragnar, check out the video. There's actually a lot of mention of Warhammer on the 100 list. Right, Stim, hit me with a question. What was your question, my friend? I can try and scroll up. There's a lot of chat going on. Okay, now I have a minute of time, Vince. My question was, should I get 2 Death Company squad boxes, 2 Sanguinary Guard boxes of one of each right now? I have none of either. Okay, first question. Let's do a little bit of checking. How much do those come to? Because I might have a thing that might be more cost efficient for you. Which might get you the best of both worlds and some extra shit.
Know what you're doing right now? Impressing the heck out of me.
Fuck's sake. Come on, Element Games. So these guys, the guys that one day I hope I can collab with and have them sponsor the channel, because they're my favourite place to go to buy stuff. We don't want that. Right, let's go to main. Let's go to chat. Right, chat. So, Stim. Let's have a... You're in the US, okay. Well, I'm sorry, buddy. Let's have a look. I'm tempted to get a second Indomitors box, I really am. So, okay, let's talk through some stuff. And so we've got Sanguinary Guard, Death Company. Well, we're going to play some Historic in a second. Now I am the target orders for all the streams. This element game start button. Welcome back, Rob. We're just doing a bit of what's cost efficient to buy and what's good for Blood Angels for Stim real quick, and then we're going to jump into Historic. So we've done 2 jump starts. For people who don't know, we opened 50 M21 boosters, talked a little bit about that. We talked about double masters, spoilers and art. We just did 2 jump start drafts. We're now doing a quick talk about Blood Angels, and then we're going to go into some Historic to finish out the evening. So this is a bundle that I think is generally pretty good. 125 quid for your Blood Angels starter thing, which is a tactical squad, a captain in Terminator armor, and a Baal Predator. That's a Blood Angels tactical squad, so you get Blood Angels add-ons as well. The tactical ones are a bit shit nowadays, unfortunately. 1 chaplain with jump pack, 1 squad of Blood Angels Death Company, and 2 squads, or 1 10-man blob of Blood Angels Sanguinary Guard. Now, is the Element Games you're talking about in the Stockport? I think it might be. I don't actually know where they're based. I've ordered a lot of Warhammer over the last couple of weeks. I've gone pretty mad on it. I've gone out to my local stores as well. There's 2 local stores that I support, 1 in Andover and 1 in Basingstoke. And I actually bought a little bit from Winchester as well, actually, come to think of it, from Comic Cards and Games. But I've also been ordering online for cost efficiency's sake as well. So I'm supporting a lot of stores here. There is a store that I will not name that I ordered from online. But I haven't decided whether I want to do this yet, but I think they are shit. And they fucked up 2 of my orders. So I'm just like, how in a sample size of like 3 orders have you fucked up 2 of them? Like, how is that possible? How is that possible? Element Games, on the other hand, have been fantastic. Do they host MTG tournaments too? That's good. That's good. Everything has arrived very, very quickly. Even when you order spray cans from them and they have to like pay like for couriers and you pay for the courier and stuff, it all arrives real quick. The other great thing about Element is that I made 1 order recently, my last order from Element, and there was some stockage issues because Games Workshop were running out of stock of everything because they just can't keep up with demand right now because A, half their factories are making Indomitus, and B, their factories are turned off for 2 months because of COVID making PPE shit, right? They can't keep up. They don't ship to the USA. Okay, that's a shame, Stim, but we can look at what they've got. This is a special deal for them. We can look at what they've got to answer your question. But the thing I want to say about Element Games is they sent an email to me saying, we're sorry, we've got stock issues, and why, mainly from Games Workshop. And they showed pictures of like their staff unloading these huge trucks for the Games Workshop stuff and said, this is what we're doing at the moment. This is why it's taken us some time. We'll be restocked within 2 days. They gave like realistic turnarounds. They turned it around. They got the stuff to me. My point is, they communicated it every step of the process. So when it was delayed, I did not care because I knew what was happening and I knew there's a fair reason. This other company that shall not be named have delayed 2 orders to me, and 1 order was my friend that showed up late. He ordered before I did and got it after I did on the one that I got delayed. They're really bad. So, Element Games, if they're in the UK, are my preferred place to buy to buy little plastic men from. Okay, next up. This bundle's pretty good. However, let's talk Death Company and Sanguinary Guard. And also there's this thing called the Battle Force. Do they have it? And is it in stock anywhere you can get it in America? Okay, this thing here dispatches, so it's a little bit later. Blood Angels, Crimson Spear, Strike Force. Strike Force. So, if you're looking for Blood Angel stuff, and you're looking for a bit of Best Worlds, both Best Worlds, and you've some stuff you might want, Stim, there is a Baal Predator in here. There is 2 squads of Primaris Intercessors. There's 1 squad of Sanctuary Guard. There's 1 squad of Death Company. There's 1 Jetpack Chaplain and 1 Terminator Captain. So whilst it's a bit dearer than buying just 2 boxes, it has got a lot of shit in there. If you are thinking of getting these things later, it might be worth seeing if you can get this from an American stockist. Okay, that's because it's quite a good value for money. Let's talk individual units real quick. So, the cool thing about Sanguinary Guard, Stim, is that the squads start at 4. Okay, so you get a squad of 4, as you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy here with the banner is a... You thought magic was expensive. Oh, hang on. Hold up, Tom KC. Tom KC, that is an army. That's an army right there. That's it. You get that and you can play. That's like a 1,000-point army. Like, have you seen the price of standard decks? Also, this is the new stuff that's not rotating for like fucking decades, right? These things here, these little red dudes, are Primaris Intercessors. They have a place in the old Tactical Marines. This stuff is not going to rotate.
How much do you have to spend in all the ancillary stuff to paints and all that?
So a paint starter kit and maybe a handful of paints that like to go up beyond the starter kit. So 20 quid, or 22 pounds I think, to starter kits. You probably want some brushes. So Amazon, you can buy like a pack of brushes for like 10
Know
quid
what
for
you're
your starting
doing right
brushes.
now?
And then you probably want a handful of paints. The paints can be expensive, so I'd recommend Vallejo.
Have a lovely Monday.
Thank you, Onset Nonsense, my friend. And 28 months is impressive. I love you, buddy. Vallejo and Army Painter are good. Like, they're not cheaper than Citadel, but their bottles are dripper bottles, so you can put less paint on your palette, and they go longer because of it. So 22 quid for your paints, 10 quid for some brushes. Let's say another 15 quid for the other paints, and then some glue. That's it. Oh, and use some clippers. You can get clippers from like a pound shop. So that's your ancillary stuff for modelling and hobbying. There are books you can buy, but in all fairness, all of the core rules are online, and all the codex stuff is on dodgy Russian websites that are completely accessible, and they can't sue them to oblivion, so they still exist. So you don't actually need books. So that sounds terrible,
but let's
I know.
let's say that you did want to buy the book. Like, say you needed the books. So.
Core book is 25, and your army book's 20. So similar to D&D. Similar to D&D prices.
Way cheaper than D&D.
Oh, is it? How much is the player handbook?
D&D books are well expensive.
You can get a D&D book for 20 quid, surely.
I don't know if you can. Maybe on Amazon you can.
Do they just have D&D? Dungeon Dragons. Yeah, they do. Interesting.
Players Handbook,
Books.
5th edition.
There we go. Oh,
30 quid.
Okay, I was definitely wrong. What the fuck? I swear to fucking Christ. So that's an interesting thing. We're seeing how Warhammer gets pumped up. But to be honest though, D&D books are awesome. Like, just looking at them gets me excited. I'm like, oh, the art's so good. Yeah.
They are 100% worth the money. So, but yeah, it's nice that codexes are cheaper.
Know what you're doing right now? Impressive.
So you're looking at around, I'd say,
Controversial opinion. Hype to draft double masters, already pre-ordered a box, might pick up another.
Albert, it's not controversial to be hyped to draft Modern Masters. That's not controversial. I'm fucking super excited. I love drafting Masters sets. It's just that they're fucking expensive. It's unreal. The Warhammer books as well are similar to D&D books in that they have a lot of lore and flavour in them, like tons of it. Some books better than others. Some books are filled with a lot of photographs to show you the models, which when you were a kid, like in the 90s or even the 80s or the noughties even, that's cool. Nowadays, with the internet exists, the photograph pages aren't so necessary, right? Because you can just look online for that stuff. But the lore, and a lot of the lore is such cool stuff as like, there'll be like intercepted messages from certain alien races talking to each other, and there'll be like commanding officers from the Marines scolding like Imperial Guard and telling them they've fucked up a planet, and just like lots of in-canon stuff that's just really cool for world building. Anyway, Stim, so sorry I can't use this website, but the Strike Force is pretty good. The Sanguinary Guard are pretty good because you get 4 buddies and an Ancient, which is a separate elite unit. So you get your 4 guys, and then there's a separate thing. There's a separate guy that can fly around on his own, and he buffs your units. I can't remember exactly what he does because I haven't actually fielded mine yet. I keep going to add him and never end up adding him because I'm playing with other stuff. These can go from 4 up to 10, I believe. So really, to field a whole squad, you actually have to need 2 boxes, and you need to not build the Ancient in either of them. If you build 1 Ancient, you only have 9 dudes. But that said, they're very high point cost in the new edition Stim. So just bear this in mind, that their point cost is going up to the point that they're good, but might not be good enough because of the point cost. These guys are good at killing stuff and surviving because they have 2 wounds each and good armor saves. And they have guns plus melee weapons, and with axes they're quite good at killing tanks. Death Company are cheaper in the game point-wise, but they will not stick around. They will fly in. Can they really fly? They move 12 inches. They're double the speed of normal units. And they can also... The cool thing about both these, if you go jetpack, Death Company, or these already have jetpacks, they have like rockets in the back. Both of them can start the game in the sky, and then from turn 2 onwards during deployment, you can deploy them onto the battlefield a minimum of 9 inches away from any enemy model. So what you do is you're fighting your battle like with the front lines essentially, and then these guys fall out of the sky behind the enemy if they've left an area open, and they just fly in, they charge in, and they just murder things. Especially Death Company, because they attack a lot, and you want to ideally, again, point cost is expensive, but give them all thunder hammers or power fists. So when they fly into a tank, they just murder the tank.
Punch holes in the side of it.
I was stupidly, my Death Company look great because they're on custom bases, like bits of metal at the feet and stuff. I gave them all chainswords, and they're very good at murdering infantry with chainswords because chainswords give you an additional attack, but they don't have any armor penetration, so they just scratch a tank and don't really kill it. Thunderhammers, on the other hand, murder tanks, and Death Company have loads of attacks but aren't durable. So you land them, fly them in, kill like a 300, 400 point tank with a 200 point Death Company. And then next turn they've got to shoot the Death Company to kill them, otherwise, which they will do because they're really fluffy. But they're then shooting your Death Company and not you. So, I think Sanguinary Guard are the better unit. However, I haven't played with the new points totals yet, and they might feel a lot rougher to field when they're like another 30, 40 points per squad. Yeah, so I love both, but Death Company have done almost nothing in all the games I've fielded them, which is most of the games I've played. Sanguinary Guard have been... Sanguinary Guard... So the other thing, this is my last point, then we'll move back to Magic. The Death Company, not Death Company, the Blood Angels are very, very good at utilising the jump pack troops. They are I think, hands down the best Space Marine chapter at having troops with rockets strapped to their back that bounce around the map and kill stuff. The reason being is they have all these unique stratagems. So in Warhammer, you get command points. Depending on the size of the game, you start with a set amount, you get 1 per turn. And command points allow you to activate stratagems. What stratagems do is they do special things. So, for example, you can command your army to fall back, and they'll fall back at a point where they couldn't normally, like an instant almost. So, like, for example, there's one where they declare a target attack on your Dreadnought, you activate a stratagem for 2 points that reduces, no, is it 1 point? I can't remember how many points it is. It reduces all incoming damage by 1. So if they're shooting it with like 10 guns that do 2 damage a pop and they're likely to hit, you activate this stratagem, and at most they can do 10 damage instead of 20 damage. So you half the damage incoming. So it's like instant interrupts. And the cool thing about it is that it brings an entire resource management. Like, do I spunk my CP in the first turn, or do I hold on to it for turn 3 where the Blood Angel is most impactful? There's a real cool like resource management aspect that's nothing to do with the models or anything. It's just to do with points and stuff written in the books. The cool thing about the Blood Angels is that they have stratagems that allow you to do 3 different things with jetpack troops. 1, when you charge, you get 2d6 dice and you roll them to see how fast they can get into combat, and if they fail it, they can't charge. You can spend, I think it's 2 or 3 CPs to roll 3d6 instead with the jetpack troop, which means when you're trying to make 7 on 3d6, the chances of failing are very low, which means they always connect and they always kill the target because they're so good at fighting. 2, for 1 CP, you can pick up a jetpack troop and you can move them to anywhere on the map that is at least 9 inches away from enemies. So they jump into the sky and land again, which is so good when your opponent's not expecting it, and then you do it and they're like, oh, I forgot you can do that. And now their tank is 9 inches away from these fucking golden boys, right? And 3 is another stratagem. When they land, they damage everything around them, which is quite an expensive stratagem, but if you're just trying to finish off a unit for definite, you use, I think it's Hammer of Baal, and they land, and like a 3-up, they damage each unit around them and stuff. So they have all this cool shit they can do. And the Death Company, this is my last thing about the CP things as well, they have a stratagem which allows them to move their movement speed before the game starts. So you deploy them at the front of the field, and they're like, oh, the opponent's thinking they're going to die immediately to gunfire, right? Like if they can get around the corner and shoot behind cover. If you win the die roll, and then you use your point, you move them with jetpacks 12 inches. Then you move them their turn 12 inches. And then you charge 7 inches or whatever, and they're just in the enemy lines immediately, thanks to the CP. So yeah, jetpack troops and Blood Angels are fucking sick. They're known for their elites. I think Sanguinary Guard are a little bit better, but they're going up in points dramatically where Death Company aren't. But Death Company are a bit fluffy. But Thunderhammers, well, it's like a cruise missile, a glass cannon. You just fire into the back line, kill something, and they just die. And there you go, Stim. Stim, was that helpful, Stim? For anyone else, was that helpful?
I have a question.
Okay, Rob, go ahead.
You noticed you mentioned that you don't like your dudes with chain swords.
Yes.
Is there anything you can do about that now that they're built?
I can snap the arms off and put other things on. So there's a few things. One is to remodel them. Snap it off and stick the other arms on, right? Which is a bit funny because of the paint jobs and stuff. But so that's the first thing. 2, you can magnetize everything. You put magnets in the arms and the body so you can change arms. People do that for units that are expensive to buy. Like these, I guess, arguably are expensive. Well, they're cheap compared to some stuff. Some boxes are 3 men for 20 quid, for example. Or 2 or 3 is if you're playing with friends, you just say it's not WYSIWYG. It's not what you see is what you get. This Death Company here is 5 dudes with thunderhammers, and your friend's gonna go, yeah, okay, cool. And then
they will inevitably forget.
No, because you have to submit, as it were, your data sheet before your army sheet.
So like a tech list.
Right? You download it off of Battlescribe, and we just DM'd it to each other via Facebook, and we put our secondary objectives that we chose into Facebook message that my friend had on the weekend when we played, and there you go. And then you can look. Because we had an instance where I've got one of these guys with a power sword, but I wasn't sure if I want him to have the power sword or in the other squad that I played on the weekend have the Carmine axe. And I was going back and forth before we started playing. Then we started playing.
I mean, it's a classic decision.
It is indeed for those last couple of points. And then I forgot, when we got into combat, I went to swing this power sword. And I was like, oh fuck, did I take it? And we both checked the sheet and I hadn't. I took the axe. So yeah, you can forget. That's what the army sheets are for. Can you make a custom company mixing units, or are they predetermined? You can make a custom company / chapter if you want to. And then so some people just paint their army, just colour them like pink, for example. And then each game you just tell your opponent what company you're playing. Oh, today I'm Ultramarines, or today I'm Blood Angels. My friend at the weekend was playing green Salamanders, and he said, I want to play them as Ultramarines, is that okay? And I was like, yeah, of course it is. So he played them with all the Ultramarine abilities, not the Salamander abilities. Mixing and matching, if you want 3 squads of Salamanders. Go on, sorry.
Presumably that only works within Space Marine chapters. You couldn't do it with my orcs are now Ultramarines.
Well, no, because they don't share units. So Ultramarines and Salamanders have very similar units. Very, very similar units. All the Marines do. I mean, the 2 units we're looking at are unique to Blood Angels only. But you could say, oh, my Vet squad is a Death Company squad. It gets harder when you're using the unique company units. But that said, he's got so much Marine stuff that he bought because he likes the models. So there's this big guy called Roberto Gilliman, or whatever his bloody name is, who's like basically a giant walking demigod. And if he's got him, and he's painted him gold. 2 reasons. 1, he's a pain in the arse to paint blue and gold because of all the detail. And 2, a byproduct of that is when he plays him alongside his green dudes, it does look out of place.
Huh, makes sense.
Rowboat, yeah. So people call him Girly Man. There's this common joke within thingy. I did say in a video a little while back, the Girly Man thing, I just don't like it. Like being like, ha, men being girly is so funny. It just doesn't sit well with me. Rowboat.
It's grimdark, Vince.
So yeah, we have to make jokes about being girly. People in the comments were like, "That's just a joke." I know it's just a joke, and for some people, it comes from a place of just being a joke. But for others, they will genuinely believe that a man being slightly effeminate is bad, and I don't want to propagate that anyway. So fuck that. Also, it's not even that funny. Call him Girly Man's not funny. I call him Papa Smurf because he's big and he's blue. Like I think that's much funnier. But the Space Smurfs, like,
that is
this guy's a 350 point guy. He has, I think his hand's called Hand of God or Hand of the Emperor or some shit. He's like an absolute beast. It's like, oh look, it's Papa Smurf. Fuck that guy. So yeah, you can change it up. Orcs, Rob, you are right. They can do that because orcs have their own clans. They have Bad Moons, the Goths, and 2 different things like that. So
no, I didn't know that they had different chapters.
So the Goths are meant to I think traditionally be in all black, but I think they're yellow nowadays. The freebooters, are they the ones that steal people's stuff and look like pirates? Skywalker.
Sounds like it if they're freebooting.
And the Elder have it. Elder have different craft worlds. So from different craft worlds, you have different colouring, and you have different keywords. But like Ape is building on Discord is building Elandon, I think is his craft world. But when we play, I think he did try one of the other craft worlds in one of our games. Again, that's the whole point. So I don't think I'll ever. Maybe I'll do that because Blood Angels. Once I've ran into their backlines and killed their tanks with smash troops so many times, I might want a bit of variety. But I've also got like Blood Angels aren't known for their tanks and guns, but I've got tanks and guns anyway because tanks and guns are cool, right? Oh yeah, Tyranids have hive fleets, so different just hives of Tyranids. They're named by the Imperiums. They have the Imperial names like Leviathan, Kraken. They've all like mythical creature names. Hive fleet Leviathan, Hive fleet Kraken. What do the Towers have? Septs. Is that what Tau have? The Custodies have different. The Custodies are the super marines that live on Earth and protect the Emperor. The Drakari, who the Dark Elves, have cabals, as Fried Cheese just said. What the fuck is the name of the Custodies ones? Stormcast? No, that's not right. Yeah, so it's cool. That's cool. It's really cool. So yeah. Oh, and someone asked about Smash Captains in chat a moment ago. A Smash Captain is basically a captain, which is like your basic like captain dude, and then you kit him out. You kit him out with usually a jetpack, which is extra points, a thunder hammer, which is extra points, and a storm shield, which is extra points. Fun fact: a storm shield, thunder hammer, jetpack dude. You don't actually get that as a singular model. You can get it in like a veteran kit, kind of. Or you can build it at Def Company. Anyway, he's a one-man battering ram. Because he's a captain, he has like 5 wounds instead of the 1 that these guys have, or 2 that the Sangre Guard have. He has a 3-up invulnerable saves. That means no matter what you hit him with AP-wise, he gets to protect himself with his shield and have saves. He gets other stuff too. For like 1 CP at the end of the game, you can designate that he's a Death Company, so he gets an extra attack, and he has a what's called a Feel No Pain, where you can shrug off wounds and not feel them. So on and so on and so on. And what you do with him is you land him in the backfield, like I said about the other guys, and use the stratagems that I mentioned earlier. So one dude with a hammer flies in and attacks 6 times. The hammer does 3 damage per hit. So if he's swinging 6 times, that's what, 18 damage? And most tanks don't have 18 wounds. So you have a good chance that a Smash Captain will fly in and kill a unit. And then, for 3 more CP, at the end of the turn, you can choose a character and it can fight... No, a unit, sorry. That can be a character as well. And it fights again. So you attack 6 times, you don't quite kill what you want, or you kill what you want and you can move 3 inches. So what happened in a game that I played, these guys landed, they charged a group of infantry, they all fired their guns at them as they charged, didn't scratch them, they landed, they cut all of the soldiers to pieces. Then they edged 3 inches afterwards, connected to a tank that was hidden behind the infantry. The infantry were used as a screen to protect the tank. I cut them in half like butter, move 3 inches, connect. The tank fights back, does nothing because tanks are bad in close combat. And then the guy's like, okay, my turn. No, I'm going to spend 3 CP and fight the tank again. And did 11 out of 12 wounds to it with the squad. I didn't kill it because the dice rolls didn't quite go in my favour. But he was not happy. It was just... And moments like that is what makes Warhammer games so good. When you really... I outplayed Alex at that small part of the game, if that makes sense. Because he didn't see that coming. He saw him losing 1 infantry squad. And he almost lost his tank. And a Smash Captain would have killed the tank. But my Smash Captain in that game... He tripped over and fell, basically. I went to charge, I rolled double 1s. I re-rolled it. I rolled a 2. So he could only charge 3 inches. He had to make 7. He couldn't do it. He was stood in the middle of the field where I'd moved him multiple times. And then the entire enemy army, the entire 1,000-point army, shot him. And he died. But on the upside, he took all of it. So like Alex was like, I'm going to fire all my tanks. The tank guns. Tank fires like 24 shots. He's still alive. These hellhound riding things that had like fire-breathing robot horses came up, breathed fire on him, threw grenades, shot him with pistols. He survived. These 2 mechanized machines that look like the robots from Lost in Space, they dig into the ground, can't move again. It's like firing. They fire 16 shots, all fired. He survived. And eventually like a sniper at the back did the final wound to kill him. And he said, weirdly, my Smash Captain landed in the middle of the field. He was like, well, fuck. If I don't kill him, he's going to kill my tank or kill something big. Or kill multiple things, potentially, with all the stratagems. So I had to kill him, but it wasted his entire turn of shooting. Meanwhile, all my other troops like moving up the battlefield firing and stuff. So, yeah, the Smash Captain failed to kill anything, but he did take an entire army's worth of shooting to kill. So, gotta give him credit.
Swings and roundabouts, right?
Indeed. Blood Angels get all the cool toys. Yeah, kinda. Smash Captains aren't unique to Blood Angels. They can be in any Space Marine chapter. Just Blood Angels are very good at utilising the jump pack troops, as I said earlier. Have you seen the latest rare black creature preview for Double Masters? I have not. Let's have a quick look at that and then play some historic. Mythic spoiler. Let's have a look at Double Masters. Oh, Magus of the Abyss. Cool. That's not good.
It's worth clicking on.
It's 9 cents, isn't it? Like, to buy? Stim, what are you going to buy after all that whole conversation? Oh yes, Smash Captains can be bought on eBay. My first one I got on eBay. I've built a second one myself. I'm going to probably build a third. Because some armies you run 3. And then just like, have a look at this. Yeah, Magus of the Abyss. Can we get a price in chat? Price Magus of the Abyss. Wow. Wow, the Future Sight foil is $7. Stim, Sengro New Guard are more unique, but Death Company are kind... People are scared of Death Company, I think, even though they're not as scary. Right. I'm going to grab some water, Rob. Feel free to have a chat to chat. And then we'll play some historic. BRB.
Sounds good to me. Hello, chat. How are you all doing? Ask me anything. We haven't done that in a while. Mainly because we haven't been on doing stuff in a while. But yeah, ask me anything. Just not about Warhammer because I'm not very knowledgeable. Hey Rob, what creature type do you want more support for in NTG? You must be new here. The answer is cleric. Joining 40k yet? Do I play 40k? No, I don't. What is your opinion on casserole? I'm a big casserole fan. I have a slow cooker at home, and I like to use it to make casserole. Favorite color of Play-Doh? Blue. What do you see with your elf eyes? Currently, I see a laptop, my keyboard, and my big telly. What's your favorite meme modern deck? Norrin Sisters. What type of creature is Vince? Vince is an avatar. Favorite soup? Tea. Which I played it's the tastiest. The pink one, definitely. Pineapple on pizza, yes. What hobbies? What are hobbies that you are interested in? D&D and Magic, and that's broadly it. What is the best cleric in EDA in MTG? Edgewalker is probably the best one, but there are Eiley is also good. Favorite type of booze? Ale, I guess. Favorite school of cuisine? I like Mexican food. I think as a school of cuisine because I cook it a lot. Did you ever read the Fighting Fantasy books as a kid? Yes, and I've read them as an adult, and I study them as on a module for
Which ones?
uni. Fighting Fantasy books.
Fighting Fantasy, what's that?
It's like the Choose Your Own Adventure type books.
Ah. Someone asked what the best class in D&D is. I'm interested to hear that answer, Rob.
Ooh, best class in D&D. It depends what you want to do, really. I like. It's weird. It's going to sound very un-me to say this, but paladins actually are quite high up in my esteem.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. So yeah, I would say because they can still basically do everything, a bit of everything.
Yeah. Well, I've
You
played
know.
a lot of a paladin, only in 4th though. No, did I play some in... No, I played in 4th. If they hoof us before we hoof them, chat, I'm going to be so fucking annoyed.
That's just rude, isn't it?
But we're making more mana than them, but they're going to have a bigger board. Oh. I forgot that card existed.
Fierce empath.
Oh, fuck. Maybe we should... Oh, we're so fucking dead. Yeah, we're just dead. Oh, maybe we should play elves. Maybe that's a better hoof deck.
The deck was actually a deck, quite possibly.
Well, no, blue-green ramp's definitely a deck. Like, you play... We've got, like, Hydro, Krasis, Nissa, and Uro in our deck. I think, actually, our deck's just better off not playing the Creative Hoops, honestly. You're probably just better off playing Ugins and Ulamogs, but... You're told on Twitter that there'll be socialism. I am a raging liberal and I do believe in socialist policies. Yeah, I'd say I'm a socialist, not a communist, as people in my comment section often tell me.
I thought they said you were a cuck.
That's also a common one as well, Rob. But that cut deep, Rob. That was also quite quick and very well delivered. But some people in the chat were like, did you just call him a cuck? Let's keep this. Hello, Tenchu. Hello. I'm good, my friend. Smig Rapper's ultimate capitalism. Right. Okay, well. In which case, I'm a capitalist. Can I paint and kit out normal Primaris intercessors to be Death Company? Yes, you can. There are Death Company intercessors. They're just slightly dearer intercessors that get basically a feel no pain and stuff. The Primaris box has assault intercessors in it, which are basically the best close combat versions of intercessors. The cool thing about kitting out like intercessors Death Company is that if your friends and people you play with are cool with it, you're like, this game, they're just in the armor. They're not actually them, if that makes sense. Yeah. The problem with Ugin in the Castle Garenbrig decks is you can't cast Ugin off of the Castle Garenbrig pump. So we've lost to elves. Will we lose to goblins? Firebrand on top. Interesting. Mountain on top. Oh, some good value out of that Snoop, wasn't it?
Vector.
Sure. So... Island. Growth Spiral. Garenbrig. Lanoir. Don't kill the Lanoir. If we just slam Nissa into Ugin, I think we'll win. Depends how, like... Yes.
Another one.
Yes. Nissa who shakes my confidence of Wizards R&D. That's a good name. Overclocked. Oh, Chainwaller plus Firebrand might mean we just lose that.
Yeah, that was a good hit.
Yeah. So we top deck a land, we get to go Nissa, untap a land, block one of these things, not die with the Chamber. So we're still in it, but that was pretty brutal. We need to hit a land here. If we don't hit a land here, we'll probably die. Cool. Okay, we're still in it. Go Nissa. I don't want to use a forest to a removal spell, so I'm going to untap my island this turn. They've got a first striking blocker, so no attacks. With the current composition... Oh, they got a Luca on top. They can't cast the Luca. So they got Crater Hoof at the top of their curve, maybe? Who knows?
Boy, that's all just like a one-off.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the... Oh, Moxus is at the top of their curve and Luffy gets Moxus. Okay. So this is the guy who is... So the goblins underneath him are part of him. They change around.
Oh, I
They tend to
see.
beat each other.
They're
Apparently.
an autonomous collective.
Or unless they're all goblins inside that suit, but you can't see them in the arts. That can't be true. Oh, okay. Am I dead? 9 plus 4. So I block here. Now 7 plus 4 is 11. I survive, right? And then I Ugin them and love life. I feel so dirty because we're basically dead, but yeah, -6. Easy 6. Does it kill my cancel? Let's kill my Nissa, but I got a Nissa in hand, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, thank you, L320. Top of the library is a mountain that we know about, so we can 6 this and just 3 them. Dead to Whirler. Yeah, but we know the top card is mountain, so we're not dead yet. Maybe 9, 10, 11, 12 of them. We're dead to Whirler. Yeah. One time no Whirler off the top, chat, right? Oh, we're also dead. We're also dead. So we're dead to Whirler and we're dead to Fanatic Firebrand as well. Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean, we've seen 3 of the Firebrands. So they're playing 4 Firebrands. They have 1 Firebrand left and probably 2 to 3 Whirlers left. Well, it's not a brick. They can play anything that isn't a Whirler or a Fanatic Firebrand Or if they're randomly playing shocks or lightning
Another
strikes,
one.
but I don't think they will be. They drew a Muxus, which puts a lot of shit off the sideboard. Oh, we're dead to Muxus too, because Muxus gets hasty creatures. Yeah, Muxus into Chieftain's pretty good too. Okay. So we're actually dead to Firebrands, Muxus, and Chainwhirler. Goblins are pretty good now. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Them hitting the Chainwhirler was like backbreaking. So that was a pretty vital turn. So I'm not mad about that. The elf one was not even remotely close. Would have won this turn if you had attacked 2 rounds ago and attacked the turn before tapping the island. No, we wouldn't Nanopus because they had a first striking 3/3 in play the turn I didn't attack. We would have just lost our land to combat. There was no point that we had a Nissa in play that did not have a Chainwhirler in play Nanopus. Apart from when we obviously Ugined them. Do I agree that the factions in 40k are similar to the colours of Magic? I agree that they are both ways of differentiating what you play, but I wouldn't say like they're like one-for-one things. 3 top-end cards and 1 ramp. This is probably bad. Let's keep it. The Chainwhirler wasn't tapped, didn't have haste. So we could not. I wish we could. I don't know how we're getting another 3. What? Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna keep going back over it because I generally don't think we could have done. There might have been a space where I didn't attack, but I don't think we did. We didn't attack with any of our dorks, obviously. So growth spiral. Garenbrig. Forest. There you go, chat. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? Oh yeah, this deck is Ulamog and Ugin and Nissa. So they're going to counter the first one.
Or not?
Well, they paused. Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah, yeah.
Now they're going to tap out for a Teferi, and then we're going to Nissa.
Temple.
And they did not tap out for a Teferi, so I can't just fire my Nissa into them. Five mana Teferi? Baneslayer? No, okay.
Keep attacking.
I might adapt my Incubation Druid, then Finale for 1. Just get another dork, get a mana up.
Sure.
It tapped itself. What the ever-loving fuck did it do that for?
Oh, Modo! Oh, sorry,
No,
Arena.
Modo. Chat. Fuck, can we get
What
some
is
F's in
that?
chat?
What is that?
You love to see it. Oh my god. I guess, Rob, you're first. Let's just fucking. Yeah.
Fucking hell. Well, at least you got that 2 damage in, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's a big Teferi. I'm just going to tap some lands and keep counter magic out.
I know what must be. Let's skip to the good part.
So this is. So we have 6. We have 10 mana, right? 6 plus 3 plus 1.
Sweet. Gulamog?
Yeah.
+1, +3.
Cast trigger, target Teferi.
Targets. What are the.
Well, they're going to
colour
throw over
then?
our Garenbrig, but I don't think I care. I kind of want them to use the mana. Because next
Yeah,
up
we've-
is things that don't care about it, right? So,
Yeah. Stuck out one of their dual lands.
probably the one that has land types. 'Cause if we do this, they don't have planes in play for castle, whatever it's called. Because these are not
Or
typed.
the. Yep.
So we absorb the Ugin. Lose a land on a Teferi.
This is hardly my
I'll take 10 mana, discard a card, exalt 2 opponents. Hollow Fountain.
Untapped. Ferry number 2. Ferry number 2.
Welcome to the hobby, Fried Cheese. There we go. I've had a load of Magic players like, oh, thanks for getting me to Warhammer. I think you're the first Warhammer I've got into Magic, it seems. Fried Cheese, if you didn't play Magic, how did you... What made you watch my
Well,
shit?
Nissa.
Whilst they tapped out, 100%.
They tucked, yeah.
We don't want to tap all our forests, though, so I wish Modo would fuck off. Oh, not Modo. I wish Arena would fuck off. So we're going to go green, 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 leaving a forest up. And we can go Nissa.
We want to take out Ferry.
Came from the 40k left to play Magic. But did you, Fried Cheese, how did you discover me? Just watching the 40k content? I think Container Priest is good in Advising Tactics, yeah. Whether or not it's main board playable, like I was considering, I don't know. It's bad with vials, yes, you so put it into the vials out. Now we can, finale for 2, we can just play a Rejuvenator. Get another land.
Is that good? Was that really better than taking out Ferry?
Oh, I meant to attack first. I was too busy talking about fucking Container Priest, wasn't I? Yeah, I was meant to attack first, next, and then place post-combat. I could play post-combat. No, I could play post-combat.
That's Vigilance, isn't it? The land?
Yeah, I could. I was wondering if we had untapped lands. I could have kept my land untapped, untapped another one, tapped Ferry. Yeah, so we now left them with Ferry, which is a huge... That's not just a punt, that's like a fucking game-breaking error. It was dumb.
You know what?
I blame whoever... Max raised 95, and I want to call you out, but you mentioned Containment Priest, and I just lost my fucking nerve. Okay, so we get to change Castle Garenberg into a forest, which isn't the worst thing in the world. A Wrath would be pretty painful. No Wrath. Can you get Zelda wreckaged?
Hmm.
But then we just get 4 more forests, so I don't think we give a shit.
Yeah.
Do I slam everything into Teferi because of this? Like, in case they have Seal Away plus like a flash thing? 200k help's not on here.
Let's do that. There it is.
No instant speed stuff. These come into play tapped or untapped? Untapped, right? Ah, tapped. Fuck. That is a shame. Do you reckon they have another counter spell?
Probably.
Why don't I want to end turn or end turn?
But we could finale and have a go.
Well, we don't want a finale because it doesn't kill them because we propose combat. We want to cast Ugin.
Ah, okay. We could Ugin.
Play Leyline. Oh! We've already used this turn, that's why I can't play Ugin. Okay. Let's rethink some things. I should probably have like a... I don't know if I should have a Tend to Shoot Dryad as part of my finale package thing, but probably not. Okay, let's go Leyline then. That emblem's so shit.
Let's skip to the good part.
Also, Nissa dies now.
I cannot protect you anymore.
We can still play Ugin if they don't have counter magic. They have 4 cards in hand. It's like they have counter magic. Let's try it.
Yep.
Okay. It's just counter magic and 5 mana mythics. Fun.
Hold that thought.
Now we would have won if we killed the fucking Teferi.
I hate to say it, but I believe you're right.
That was literally
Disappointing.
just one fucking mistake.
Yep. That's the way of this horrible
Right.
control deck.
As much as I love Hoof, I'm just gonna make this deck good by taking Hoof out. I can't really call it historic Hoof when the Hoof goes, right?
True. Is it worth keeping the castle then?
Probably not, no. Well,
I mean, you can
we've
make
got
Ulamogs,
actually.
yeah.
So 3 Ilamog and 2 more Ugin.
No, surely we want optimum Garen break targets, right?
Yeah, maybe. Ah, can you not see the walkers? I'm gonna have to move it to the left then. Thank you, Pumpkin. So that does seem like a problem. So 2 Ugins, 4 Ulamogs, 4 Nisses. I'm actually on a migration path for another Uro.
Okay, yeah, I like this.
Stuff like that. Historic hoof. What the fuck? You still got the hoof art? White hoof.
That's better.
I've got Cardboard Live turned off, but I think it uses in-game data to do its thing. So I think it would work.
Queen Mulligan. Because this is basically a 6.
Yes. What the fuck's my webcam? There we go. Yeah. Wow, this hand is fucking bad.
This
Hand is pretty
is
shit too, but I guess
pretty
we'll keep
bad.
it, like,
But we can just cycle one of the migration paths if we
we've
need
also got to
to.
drop a card here, so we drop the Hydro. Let's give one.
Drop the Ulamog. Drop the Ulamog.
You think?
Yeah, or the Crassus, because we're not able to cast either of those 2
The
cards.
migration path gets us cast the Krasis.
Okay, so let's.
Also, taking 2 turns to cast paths might be bad.
Oh yeah, good point. I was just thinking, like, do this on turn 1, draw no 2 drops. At least we could cycle 1 on turn 2 and stuff. Wanted to.
Golf Wang is the name of our opponent.
Right to the top.
Is this fucking Flash? Hands down my least favourite thing to play against in pretty much anything on Arena.
Okay, now we can migrate.
Can we see a Spell Pierce, perhaps? They're holding priorities. They're sitting in
Or a
hand.
dive down. Or a dive
Yes,
down.
a spell
It's
pierce.
spell pierce,
The
okay.
dive down doesn't counter spells, only counts target stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing you would hold up. If then we're going to go Curious Obsession.
Right. We're going to lose this now. Because we need to... Well, if we draw blue source, we're fine. But I don't think we do. Oh, my goodness. You know what? I don't... It's not even worth the time. So to explain my logic here, Flash is a dog. Oh no, I'm a liar. I thought we couldn't lose points. Oh, it was worth the time. I was like, I fucking cannot stand to play against a lot of Flash threats. Like it just
If
doesn't...
you stumble against that deck, even slightly, it will punish you very hard. So.
Well, it was the mulligan to 6, relying on a spell and then getting like pissed. Like
Yeah.
Like, fucking shitty. I don't want that dog. How do I change that? Pet select. Let's go again. So we've had one, like, just scoop it up because I can't be bothered. We've had one punt. We've had one very close game. Punting it away punt, should I say. And then we had one absolute stomp. So we've just had 4 losses, but they've all been quite varied losses, which is nice. Could I put my face over the avatar? Well, it'd be fucking tiny, and there'd be problems with like hiding the life total too. There's a reason streamers don't do it. I don't think we're hiding that much info where it is now. But like I said, I don't think we'll ever get a happy.
Okay, this is better.
We need to just draw a payoff. maybe, just maybe, we should be playing more payoffs, but then there's the point where you just draw them all.
Yeah, we had the same problem in the last game where we just drew two the ones that were opening hands. So
Maybe we shouldn't be playing the abundances now either. Like switching it to a more mid-rangey ramp package opposed to all these dorks and shit. Okay, second round of our opponents, they're probably Feather perhaps. Unclaimed territory of humans, Thalia, okay, cool. Growth timber costs a bit more. So now we can go. So this taps for blue and then makes 2 green, right?
Yep.
Yep, so let's go. Blue.
+2 green.
Growth spiral. Draw a powerless druid. Put this into play, put this into play, put this into play.
Oh, look at that ramp.
This into play.
Okay, now we just work those ley lines.
Yeah,
And,
exactly. Like
Make them big.
yeah, I guess so. Well, we want to activate incubation druids first. Or yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just draw our payoffs. Drawing payoffs would be good here.
Or draw a payoff, yeah, but clarion, bellowy, shouty thing.
No,
horn,
they're human
hoot.
set. They've got human. They're
Oh, they're
human.
human. Oh, okay.
So there's no way they're playing Clarion Lord.
Alright.
That's
Ooh,
borderline.
Uro,
maybe.
nice. But I think we wanna adapt these two things first. Because that buys us the time that we need.
No, it's trying to use my blue mana again. Will you fucking behave? I guess this makes blue mana anyway. So actually, it doesn't matter too much, but.
It's the principle.
And then add 3 blue mana plus 2 green.
That's an absurd amount.
Then we've got, and then we've got 7 in the pool. We're gonna hold control.
Tap that for 5, and then tap it. Yeah, we've done it for already. And then we cast it we draw. Oh, what a draw!
No, we're 1 mana off casting it though.
Close.
Despite all of that, close but no cigar. Oh, fucking hell, it's funny.
That was a good turn.
Oh
Then.
no, we're 2 mana off because of Thalia.
Ah,
That's
Good
it.
mage.
Yep, sure.
that's fine.
So that's
Come
turn
in
3
hot.
for us, was it? That's a pretty good turn 3.
Oh yeah.
Turn 3. Okay, so now we go.
Tap.
So we tap this
Nissa.
for green. 5 green. Tap this for green.
3 green.
8 green. Total.
Yep.
6 for Nissa. Tap this for 4. 5. Plain incubation.
And they scoop it up.
They haven't even lost. They're just like, oh, fuck this. Cool, right. There we go.
They're like, this is not worth my time.
I mean, this is meant to be quite tilting. I mean, we've been obviously not be having much success for it. Right, okay, that's our first win, which is nice. Soulseer, cool. You could have saved the 2 mana by just playing into Leyline 1 time, but your incubation druid would have been smaller. Doesn't druid get 2 counters? Yeah. So we would have saved mana. I guess if we just play the Nissa. I guess maybe. Yeah, sure.
Ooh, Sword and War and Peace box topper. Had not seen that.
Let's give this a shot. Okay, Gobos again. Might have to give Gobos a go. Sneaky boy, ring to the killing next.
Okay, gotta be fast. Would you go mountain, sack your prospector to get an early ringleader?
That is the question. That's the question I was about to ask you. I'm unsure.
I would say no, because I've already got 5 cards in hand. Chiefy. Oh, they're lacking a mountain. That's good to know.
Nah, it's gonna be a post-combat mountain. You ready? Like a really fucking and then a two-drop. No, okay. Then.
Okay.
Oh, I want to see an Euro.
Yeah, me too.
So they can play Matron here. Because we know they're not drawing mountains now. So they can play a Matron to get a Skirk Prospector to undo some of the damage they've already done. Here we go.
Roller, don't care about that.
Thanks for the Fox shout, Whiteheart0107. Yeah, they got a Skirk to undo the damage.
And mountain on
There's a
top.
mountain on top.
Okay.
Forest. So we can go forest. Green, blue, green, green, green. This
This land, we are all connected. Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Okay. Eat this. Splat.
Right. Now, barring a Lord or a Chain Whirler, we've got a good block here. I mean, they could well have a Chain Whirler on those other 3 cards because they're just stuck not playing it because of War Chief. Only reduces costs by generic mana, not buying the actual red. So I'm hoping none of these are Chain Whirlers because that means this will end up trading with one of these. And it'll kill Powder Druid, and I'll ping on Nissa, and it means Nissa will probably die. Well, she won't die, but...
Yeah, see, now they're in the awkward position of go Prospector, lose board presence to cast something big.
2 mana Matron.
So is this going to get a Chain Whirler, or is it going to get a Lord? It should get a
It's
Lord.
going to get the king guy in it. Muck, whatever his name is. Oh, I got an Incinerator.
Ooh.
So now they can kill my island.
Island?
By sacking 2
You
goblins.
got... Yeah.
And then they
Well,
can 5 Nissa. Doesn't seem so good. No, they can 3 Nissa, sorry. No, 5 Nissa.
any targets creatures to Gem Palm
Yeah,
Incinerator.
but we can kill the 3/3 and attack Nissa.
Yeah.
Do 2
But it's still
2.
standing. That's not ideal. They draw a card to get another Gem Palm Incinerator, which is not terrible.
So then they 5 Nissa, and we get to untap and cast an Ulamog or an Ugin.
Gem Palm Polluter is way better.
There's Gem Palm. You mean what's his face?
No, I mean Gem Palm Polluter is the zombie version of that
No,
card.
that's Gem Palm. Oh,
Yeah.
Polluter. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought the first word was different. It's not, is it? It's Gem Palm, Incinerator, Polluter. Wait, is there an
Yeah.
elf one?
Yeah, there's an elf one.
Then it's Gem Palm something else, is it?
Yeah, so they're all Gem Palm creatures. The zombie one drains people, so you just use it as a kill spell at the end of the game, which is pretty cool.
I think I'm gonna Ugin then. Because then they can't cast this. Oh no, they got a mountain coming, so they'll be able to cast a...
Another one.
Oh, they cast a ringleader. We're down tick for 3. Ugin will be pretty high. Yeah, okay.
Go for Ugin and attack for 3.
Could have blew up their lands, yeah. But then we'd lose the Nissa. Actually, we wouldn't lose the Nissa.
The axiomatic structure of reality is surprising.
The land shall conquer you.
X3.
So they
See
lose
you
haste
later.
here, they lose cost reduction, they lose mana, they lose Snoop Snoop. They can sack goblins to cycle Gem Palm to shoot this, but then they won't kill it because they don't have enough goblins. Yeah. So they're
Which
gonna-
I think is what they're going for. But or you do it just to cycle it because you know that there's not going to do any good.
Yeah, that's true. The card's still a card, isn't it?
Yeah. Or you kill the druid, I guess.
It's going to get exiled to Ugin anyway. Putting that on our graveyard's worse because it fuels our Uro.
Reality is
I think we're well in control here. I sense a scoop very soon. I think they've got to have a really good turn.
Yeah,
That
you're
was
right,
not
Captain
a very
Buckles. I
good
did it
turn.
last turn by reanimating the island. I should have animated the hinterland harbour to avoid losing forests to tricks and spells and shit.
They hit 3 hits. Sounds
So the
good.
fun thing about Leyline is that it then pumps these trap for triple mana off of this is pretty fun. So green, green. 6. But it's more efficient to attack first. No, it's not. Is it? Oh, I'm very tired. 6, 7, 8.
Harness the elements.
Just gonna cast a Ulamog.
Two lands, and they're gone. There we go.
Okay, cool. I was wondering if I attack first. I guess it's kind of irrelevant.
Nuclear launch detected.
Yes, Anonymous. That's exactly what that was. That was like nuke after nuke after nuke.
Another one.
I guess Ugin's a bit of a smaller nuke though. Okay, is wrapping a board or blowing up 2 lands? What feels like a bigger explosion in Magic to you?
Well, I mean, if you're destroying lands, it's like blowing up a continent. So I would say blowing up lands.
So Armageddon feels like a bigger explosion than Wrath of God to you.
Yes. Wrath of God just kills creatures. Armageddon
So Wrath of God
destroys the entire
could be a
landscape.
disease, for example, or well, I guess topically a virus, right? Where Armageddon's a literal
Yep.
explosion.
Exactly.
Oh, I will dab now. There's no horn tooting after 9 o'clock. That's the rule I've got, so I don't piss my wife off with my horn. She has to deal enough with my horn as it is. Right, let's open 2 core 2021s and then play another game and see if we can climb a bit further. Now we're actually winning some. I think we did start winning when we took the crater hoofs out, which is pretty funny. Surprised I didn't just quit to Ugin. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair, Prof Pills.
Play it out. You could draw the goblin who blows up colourless creatures. Colourless permanents, rather.
It's called Crater Maker.
Yeah.
That's not great, is it?
No, these growth spirals are. This is better.
Okay, yeah.
Throw
Say better,
back.
we don't have any blue mana. This is actually quite bad. We shouldn't get
Throw
this.
back the growth spiral. On the land. You payoff, and arrow is not a payoff.
There is a payoff. Towards your card and gains your life. What more do you want?
Yeah.
Yes, White Hot. I'll be playing a couple of games of the league after this. Definitely. On the Discord. Vampires. A lot of tribals
Whoa.
today. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
So we get a Nissa next turn. Which gives us a blocker.
Sorry.
The blocker dies to the soul knight. Yeah, okay.
That was good.
That was good.
That was bad.
Well, we do this. We uptick on the Garen break. The Garen break blocks the 5/5. Nissa survives. The next time we go 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, draw a land, 10, Ulamog.
Okay, I'm
That's
down.
the plan. They could also sack a vampire here to kill this, so the 5/5. Well, that still wouldn't kill this.
Blood calls to your
Pump.
soul.
More pump.
Sure.
More pump.
Nissa will still survive. Top deck a land, come on. To get in it, I don't even know if we win from getting land. Oh no. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We have 9 mana. That's kind of
Nothing
clunky,
to
isn't
do.
it?
Okay, here's blue mana.
Let's tap them in. Now we're just gonna.
Behold, nature's true power.
Another one.
It's a good turn, but it's not good enough.
Yeah, not anywhere near good enough.
Basically, we bricked on drawing our most common card. Meanwhile, our opponent's drawn 3 of their lords. That's some bad variant swing, unfortunately.
Yep.
They killed the they killed the Nissa, so they can just start swinging wildly out. So that's smart.
Yep. And that is a lot of damage. That's a lot more damage. We're dead.
No, we can block. We can just block the 8 and still survive.
Yeah.
How do we get to Ugin mana? So we draw. Sorry, Ulamog mana. So we draw Nissa, let's say. And we cast her for 1, 2, 3, 4. We still got a survivor turn. So the Rejuvenate is definitely going into the champion. 3 cards in bin. I wonder if we block. Maybe making an Ura doesn't get us there. 3 cards in bin. So we're going to bin 2 things off. Oh, we don't have double blue for the Euro. Awkward. Oh, with incubation do we do have double blue for the Euro. I'm an idiot. Nope, not good enough.
Nope.
Yeah, the triple lord thing was just fucking absurd.
That was, yeah.
Well,
that was
Solon the
not
champion's
expected.
good, but triple lord is real good. I wonder if that is that deck's best draw.
Probably.
Do you know what? I might play a little bit of... Oh, too late. Because I play some Affinity. Quicker games. Well, it's quick when you like turn 3 or turn 4 in Illabog or whatever. Your opponent's like, oh yeah, I'm done. Yeah, sure.
It's good.
Looking not too bad. What you gonna do, opponent? Keep sure. Temple of Mystery. Quite a bit of variety in what we're playing against, which is nice.
Yeah. Bro.
Stim, can you prime and spray some on the sprue? You can, but when you cut it out of the sprue, it's going to look fucking awful. I would recommend against it. Oh, I haven't changed the card holder thing because I haven't been streaming a lot of. I need to change that. I wasn't in last week, was I? So I didn't change it. Just migration then, I guess.
Yeah.
Do we have counter magic? They have counter magic. There's something. Draven's veto? No, okay.
Syncopate? No? Okay, cool. Happy.
So we get 2 forests, it's better for Nissa, and we have 2 blue anyway.
Yep.
They have growth spiral, so they like Bant Reclamation? They're dead. Oh dear. What a magic card. Guess Ugin deals with tokens all day long, so that is something. So do we growth spiral plus leyline, or do we crisis for 5?
I think we growth spiral plus leyline. Well, they are tapped out now, so maybe increase 5 is actually better.
I don't think they're going to be counter magic, are they?
Never know.
Maybe cultivate is better than migration's power. That's the point. Let's go for 5 because we're going to get a land out of it, right? And threaten our life total too, and swing over there. There we go. Cool. And then we Ugin next turn.
Cool. Happy days. Go loss.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th land. Here we go. Ooh, or we Ulamog them.
That works too. Look out the field
1,
and
2,
the
3,
Golos.
4, 5, 6. Hang on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So is that activating Gambrick for me? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think you're right, Smash Goliath. I forgot Cultivate was in M21. Because, yeah, we've got, like, 4 Llanowar elves. So playing the Cultivate on turn 2 is way better than the clunkiness that is Migration Path. Say way
Yeah,
better.
that's true.
Quite better. Field of the Dead. Pumpkin, I'll talk combat patrollers and stuff as we play some League and things in the Discord afterwards. I can't do it exclusively though. Hey, look, I contributed. No, it's good. It's definitely good. How many cards in their library? 44. So we go Ugin for 0.
And then they scoop.
Hello, they say. Oh, all right, cheeky boy. Let's go Ugin for 0 then. I was going to look at other options, but I guess casting Ugins is better against the cheek. Oh, there's definitely Field of the Dead in there. Oh, there's 2. That's it. So we should have 4. 1, 2, 3. No, they've got another Field of the Dead in the deck. They're only playing 3, which is a possibility. I know it was only playing 3 for a while before when I last played that deck.
Crunching in. 2 life left.
There's nothing about fetch lands yet.
Another one.
Like what Holt said, there's these rumours about them being in Zendikar collector boosters, but those rumours are based they're just that. They're not based upon anything. So people are going, well, it makes sense, right? Oh, they have the field and play. That's it. It's the 4th one there. Sorry. Yep. Thank you, Boy Hop. Hop it up. Oh no, it's zombie. It is nice to see Field of the Dead not being completely backbreaking into their decks, but it's a shame that deck is a deck that plays like turn 5 and turn 4 with Mogs and Ugins and has
Another one.
feels a little bit like rooting for the wrong people, right?
Yeah, we'll throw our Llanowar under the bus.
Yeah.
Valiant effort.
And on his way out, he's going to spiral.
Been in like a top.
He's just breakdancing in front of the Skolos. And like, get the fuck out of the way. You're like, nah.
Watch for sick moves.
Yeah, check out
He
the
lays down
Skolos.
the cardboard on the floor and just break dances.
Whilst he's laying down the cardboard on the board, that's when Skolos like sticks him through with a stick. He's like, no fair, no fair.
Leyline.
I'm going to play the Leylands. I'm just wondering if we tick up and kill them. Oh, we tick up and shot. Oh, fuck it. I'm
Yeah,
being
go
BM
fake.
here. I just realised they're on 2.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Consider this a warning.
Interesting. So they survive. They get another land. What modes did they choose? They choose counter ability, bounce a permanent, copy a Golos. I think they did. I can draw a card.
Looks like it.
6, 7, 8, 9. This isn't a 21 card in the library, by the way.
No, they're fighting the good fight
Yeah.
until the bitter end.
They're going to take a card out of their library if they go out valiantly. I appreciate that.
There it goes. Woo!
That was stylish. I appreciate that.
That
I
was
appreciate
yeah.
that.
That was nice.
Your sponsors are directly over the stacked text boxes. Yes, I know. There's only so much visual real estate. I can put it here, which covers up emblems. I can put it here, which covers up my lands. Yeah, it's not great. Oh shit! Do we rank up? I didn't rank up, did I? So we got. Let's play one more. If we lose, we end up. We finish. If we rank up, we finish. That's the. Come on. Let's put me on Gold 2 or whatever. I think I got Platinum last season.
one.
I think I got Diamond in a video. I think Diamond's my best I've done. Getting to Mythic seems like a lot of work. I guess if you're a full-time streamer, I completely understand it. And if you really enjoy laddering, I also understand it. But grinding it for anything other than that, I guess obviously you want to compete, because there's no way to really compete anymore. Hoofless Hoof is actually a pretty good name, Pumpkin. I also find it funny that I call you Pumpkin, because it sounds like I'm calling you like a cute, friendly, like affectionate name. But that's just your name. Yeah? Okay. Why not reach Mythic in Standard? Yeah, I mean, people do. The idea of playing to Mythic in Standard is like one of the worst things I've ever heard of. Oh, we're good. Oh, it's not the treasure hunt combo deck. I was saying we're fucking dead. Our deck does not have a good matchup against the combo treasure hunt deck. Yes, did not whiff. So this is a turn 3 Nissa into a turn 4 Ulamog. So maybe we should be playing Cultivates and Rejuvenate as every other ones, just to consistently hit the turn 3, turn 4.
Uh-huh.
Let's go Forest. Let's go Nissa.
I will protect the virtue of the world.
Take up on Gamble.
Untap. Play a Dryad.
The land fights for us.
Attacks. Oh yeah, I want to take out the Forest to play the Dryad. Druid. Derp. They found Oracle. Oh yeah, Oracle's in the format now. That's cool. No worries, Tim, and thank you for hanging out, and I enjoyed chatting about 40k, so I appreciate it. It was good. Standard is great, PK. Jund gets good. Just get good at Temerek. That's like saying smashing my dick to pieces with a hammer is great. Just get good at smashing my gooch with it. I don't mean to be so dismissive, but that was very dismissive. 7,
8, 9, 10.
Make some more. I'm just literally just tapping and untapping things here. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's gonna end in Ulamog.
I'm like Ralph Wiggum. It's like, but instead of being in danger, I'm got lots of mana. No, let's not do Oracle. Let's get Dryad and Blast Zone. They won't have a Wrath in their deck, right? They're like a fucking Wayward Sawtooth Oracle Dryad deck. No way. But Vince Model took down the red ball on tap. That's cool. That's really cool. Peach Garden would rather smash their deck with a hammer than they standard, apparently. I can appreciate that, my friend. How are you? How you doing? What is their win con, though? Field of the Dead, probably?
Yeah, always certainly. Grazer.
That's funny. I was going to say, I saw Uro, I was like, I can't play Uro with this, but of course it's in the text box. They can play Uro with this. Hot dab. Oh, don't 2 horns after 9, but I'll dab. I'll dab all over your shit pipe. Like, there's a ton of modern reprint equity things. The fetch lands wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. People talk about it being too much reprint equity. It's complete fucking bollocks, to be honest. There's so many cards worth money. Like, look at the last few sets, how many cards they put in that worth money. The Fabled Passages, the Uros, the Krasis Sai. I guess Krasis wouldn't be worth anything outside of standard. What's next for our merry band of Rampersons? I guess we just cast an Ulamog. Ugin. I don't know what he's called anymore. He's got a name, but and that land, Albert Einstein. Ugin.
I will destroy if I must.
They have ascended, so actually I probably should have
Behold, nature's
just
true power.
wrathed them. Oh well. This is very paint by numbers magic, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
very
like,
definitely.
can we get there? We've got there. And then it's just a case
Yeah.
of just like slamming things randomly. That was not the most efficient way to play that turn, chat. That was very... I'm not saying I'm not enjoying it. I'm just...
Yeah, I mean, when you're winning by overwhelming odds, it just becomes trivial, doesn't it? It's like, oh, should you do this? Ah, fuck it, yeah, why not?
But I'm always... From playing Modern and Legacy, I'm always cognizant that they might just randomly win out of nowhere. But I don't think it's going to happen with this treasure hunt way with Swordtooth deck.
Yeah, there's lack of force of will that makes it easy just to run it how you want it.
No, but I mean, like, in Legacy, you can go like this with Cloud Post, then you pass the turn, they storm off, right? Or they belch you.
Nah, okay.
Or they like make a Grizzle Brand, draw 21 cards. You know, but I just don't see that happening here. The line is drawn here. Don't know why. I just thought I sounded like Patrick Stewart. Right, make a green. Make a green. And then we go blue, green, play this. Play this for 3, just because like, I can. It's not even that great. Oh, yeah.
Rise, my
Allosaurus Shepherd is going to see play in Historic and Legacy. So I don't know why it's $60 right now. Thanks for the fox shout, Ala Alba. Ala Alba 123.
Yay!
There
Back
we
up
go.
to a rank.
No, we went from rank 3 down to 4 and then back up to 2 again. So we're actually only 5 games out from Platinum. 5 wins, not games, sorry. Huh! So that's interesting. Maybe I'll do that during the week sometime. He says. Then boxing stuff down with other shit.
Unconvincingly.
Yeah. No, well, to be honest, I don't mind laddering Historic with some variety decks because I think Historic is actually relatively fun. It does seem like a bit absurd, some of the decks. But we saw like a huge variety of decks. The most common deck being Goblins. If the most common deck you come up against in a ladder is Goblins, I don't think you're in a bad spot, you know?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Should Ugin be banned? Probably not. I mean, a good Field of the Dead deck under like a good player, because don't forget we're all smashing against everyone gold here. I'm not saying our opponents are bad. I'm saying that we might all not be like. Because what happens at the end of every season? You get reset back to the league you're below. So I've gone diamond down to platinum down to gold and not crowd back up. No, it's 2 down and below actually. So yeah, my point is, Ugin seems good there, but like you saw the spell pierce like break our back, right? Like I think Reclamation might be very, very good. Ugin in the ramp decks might be very, very good. What was the other thing you played against that was very, very good? Ugin, Reclamation.
Control, we played a bit.
Oh, Field of Dead. Field of Dead is also very, very good. I guess the problem is that all those cards can, I guess, be in the same deck as well. It's Combo City. Hit Mythic the first time playing Historic Best of 1. Well, congratulations on hitting the Mythic. Oh, I saw your screenshot today on Twitter, Peach Garden Oath. And I almost commented saying, like, with a picture from my camera phone of the print screen key. I don't think you used an actual screenshot. You used a picture for your phone, didn't you? Legacy's the only decent format. Standards ruined by Rec. I guess, but also playing against Astrolabe like 3 out of 5 games. It's just Delver or Astrolabe, basically. There are other decks, but that's my experience of playing a little bit of Legacy that I played recently. Did they kill Pioneer with Historic? I don't think they will in the long term. Because Historic's full of like random Legacy cards and stuff, which is just fucking awesome. Like Historic is so different to both Modern and Pioneer. The problem with Pioneer is just Modern with things removed. Historic is very different. Legacy is very different. Standard and Modern are different. And then Pioneer is like Modern with stuff removed. Now, arguably, those removal of stuff makes it different. The same like Modern and Legacy are quite different. But that said, I don't know if Pioneer really is. It's just like the top decks, like the fucking inverter decks, and a few other things. I don't know. I'm not hot for Pioneer right now. I think that killed Pioneer was the, not death, but the temporary slumber of Paper Magic, because everyone was excited to play at events, right? Now it's all about the Historic. Pioneer died on its own. No, not at all. I think Pioneer would still have buzz if 2 things happened. 1, people were playing Paper Magic at stores. because I tweeted about this saying like when people were excited, everyone's like not until I can play it again in paper. And 2, if Wizards gave a shit and actually fixed the ban list. It's very weird that Wizards have this aversion to non-rotating formats, except for historic, because they can obviously pump stuff into Fire Arena and encourage myself to play Arena. But like the fact that they don't give a shit about Modern or Legacy, then they invented Pioneer, and now they're like, oh, it's fine, and they're unbanning Oath of Nissa when everyone's like scratching their heads. Like even the people who don't believe that Invert is that bad. I think Mengucci might be one of them, for example, saying like it's beatable and just play around, which is true. Maybe it is beatable, you can play against it. Even I think he thought some of unbanning. Well, I might be misremembering that. Who was saying on Twitter? I think it was Mengu, but yeah, that was weird. But I mean, I think we're in a situation where bans are just a pain in the arse. So, like, going back to that ban, yeah, I got a haircut. Look, it's not waxed right now, so it looks a bit unkept, but it's actually pretty good when I put some wax in it. But the whole banning thing is just getting fucking tiring, right? Is no one just fed up of it? Like, Awesome did quite a good tweet chain about how they could not have got into Magic that they did, and bearing in mind like the best British player and like Pro Tour winner and stuff, and on the MPL, they could have not got into Magic how they did if during Standard they could not have built Mono Black Devotion during that period in Standard, and then reiterate on it and change it as the meta evolved. Because Mono Black Devotion and Mono Blue Devotion and Esper Control were the 3 dominant decks at the time. And given the current climate, I imagine with the clambering on social media and then the way Wizards react, I guarantee like a Mute Evolve would have got banned or something. It would have happened. So what they were saying was, as long as that didn't happen, back then, they could play a deck for like 6 to 12 months or whatever, and it was great. And that's kind of the whole point of a non-standard rotating of a rotating format, right? Is you have a period of security, and you know when the window is coming that you have to give up your deck. However, we now have a standard rotation and a ban rotation, where decks just get banned out and get changed. And then non-rotating formats, like Modern and Legacy, are also now rotating formats because they have ban rotations. I guess, I don't know. There's an argument that bans are needed if they keep pushing the design space, but I've done a video about that already, where I think actually we could ask them to just be a bit more fucking responsible with it. Or don't overwork the people that are already there who do a good job, 90% of the time. And Hasbro and Wizards could pay to have pros advise on stuff and have a larger R&D team and have playtesters. And this is the point. I don't want to put the fault at the feet of the people who've done a good job for the most of the time. They've got so much fucking money coming in. This is like one of the biggest hobby games in the world, and then they're just like, oh, we're not a playtest team. We couldn't possibly playtest for this modern format. And then they're like, but whilst we're not playtesting for that and ruining it, here's double masters with all these. Look at these modern reprints we want you to chase. Fuck off. Historic just needs Oath of Nissa to be a good format. Fucking hell. They do have pros to advise. They just ignore it. Exactly. Was it Sam Black that said that in the article on Star City Games? When they saw the companion thing, they were like, no, don't do this. And they're like, no, bye-bye. It's going in. Oof. Yeah, I just went back to Joe's phone too. Sam Black was definitely against it. Yes, they do have that. I've met a couple of pros that I spoke to around Horizons coming out, when I was going on and on about how I think Wasteland or Wishton Port would be perfectly fine in Modern. And one of them, I won't say, because I don't think they were publicly advising, but they had advised in terms of look at the portfolio before it went to print and stuff, or something similar to that. And they're like, I would never have said that was okay. And I'm like, this is literally as the thing was coming out. But yeah, they could do that more though, right? They could get more. They could just they can invest in their game. They can invest in this client too. Like, it's good, but it could be like 1,000,000 times better. It feels like I don't want to insult the team that make this either. Like, the assets are fine, it looks like, but do you not think it feels like very simple? I guess simplicity is a good thing sometimes.
Yeah, simplicity I think it was part of the design brief, right? Because you wanted anybody to be able to do it. You want the kids to be able to spend all their parents' money on it, so it's got to be nice and simple.
Yeah, so to be fair, like, I can probably, if I want to do X, Y, or Z, like earlier on when I was like, where's the pet thing? It's very easy to find. So maybe the simplicity is good. Because I was going to rather derogatorily say, is that a word? I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation of it, but compared to a mobile game, which is probably unfair, because the things it shares in mobile games might be by design probably serve a purpose. It's like the iPhone of MTG clients. Yeah, I mean, MTGO looks like a DOS box, so I mean, It's the two ends of the scale, isn't it? One is the modern mobile game, and the other one's like it looks like your grandpa's anus. Like, do I have to look at this? Like, yes, if you want to play Legacy, you do. My problem with the clouds are twofold. It's so damn slow and it's so damn uninspiring. Is it slow? The transition between screens could be like. Well, that was the delay. This is the thing. I bought this tuning gaming PC and editing PC because it's like my lifeblood. And it's funny when Arena like has a whirling window where it's like, cause it's obviously a connection issue or like the program. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, like when we end games, it always connects back to the server, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm not having it yet, but I'm sure I'll have it. Give it 6 months, even less. We'll be on a stream or whatever, and I'll be complaining that like it's dropping frames or whatever, or having input lag or whatever. Where the code is getting like spaghetti. Because we saw it with other people's PCs. People say that their computers are super rigs and struggling. I'm probably okay because my computer's quite fresh, I guess. Maybe, who knows? You know, because my last rig was way above minimum spec for this game, and it was struggling to stream at that time. So I just wish you could turn the animations off. I agree. For like they're cool initially, and I'm glad they're there, and I think it's really fun to hear like bits of music when things come out and the sound effects and stuff. But I wish you could turn it off to just grind a bit better, right, and play a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how many people do play it with no sound. Like,
Oh,
just
yeah,
if you
exactly,
turn their speakers off and
exactly.
stuff. Just so, because if you're doing this 8 hours a day to do mythic grinding, it's
Let's slow things down, and you're like, fuck
yeah.
off. Fuck you, Teferi. But at the same time, like I like the visual and sound. Like playing League without like, the sound of the cleavers and stuff. I guess that's feedback to give you idea. I think I've landed on Mundo and stuff, so it's a bit different. But like there's an episode of Casual Magic coming out with Shivam that I've recorded where we talked a bit about this stuff. We talked about what he's like, you know, ragging on the fact there's no commander on here. Like the most popular casual thing in the world. They're like, oh, how was that ignored from your initial design? And I agree with him because there's a lot of talk of like, oh, screen space equity stuff, kind of like we've been having with the layout of the stream.
The answer is minimal viable product, right? You know, there's a lot of clients. Yeah, this is a competitive space. They need to get something out the door as soon as humanly possible. So it's like standard, go.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel that's. But they've done that They haven't done that with the intention of adding Commander on later. They've designed a product here where like the UI does not facilitate multiplayer in any way. Like I said, why you can have a thing where you can click a button. You can have buttons on your keyboard, like W key or whatever, where you zoom in and zoom out, right? And zooming in shows you the current player's board and the decisions they're making. And zooming out lets you relay. Kind of like when you're at a table when you're looking in and out of different people's boards, right? Mm-hmm. And my point to him was, I don't have the answers, but I don't believe that in 2020, with like all the human knowledge and history we've had, and the technology we have, that someone couldn't figure out a way to implement a UI where you could rotate.
All right, the Wizards also doesn't have the answer.
Yeah, it's just complete fucking nonsense. I believe, this is the joke I made on the podcast, I believe we have the technology. You know, to make Commander work on a fucking 3D program. Like, you could even have a 3D fucking table. People play Commander on Tabletop Simulator, for fuck's sake. You can't even play standard with multiple people. Yeah, that's the thing, exactly. There's no multiplayer. Which I think is just such a... like an oversight, because multiplayer is definitely one of the big draws of Magic. The amount of casual players that I know, like Warhammer players who play very casually, I've been chatting to. And like,
yeah, absolutely. And like Commander players pimp out decks. It's a personality thing. They like the creativity, the visual aspect.
You could
yeah,
make.
Exactly. Imagine the cosmetics you could make if you invited Commander players to come and join this product. Like they would be handed money, hand over fist. Like.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't stop them from buying skins and all that kind of stuff because they want to do. Oh yeah, okay. So I've got this deck, so it needs to have this sleeves, it needs to have these lands, and all that.
Yes, because people will theme their sleeves.
Yeah.
Around the decks. 100%.
Exactly. Yeah, and
I like the fact that we don't have to play with sleeves, so I like seeing the Magic back. It feels like, you know, back in the day. Do I own any sleeves on this fucking client? No, not crafting. Card styles. Okay. Simplistic design. I don't know where you see sleeves. I thought about crafting. Oh, there we go. Card backs. Oh, I have a load. Oh. Like Mastery Pass. Adventure Bundle. Mastery Pass. Women's Day. Thalia Scolaire. No, I didn't even open my Scolaire. Oh, maybe get it with the cards. That might be with the bundle as well. God, I love this art. The sleeves, the fidelity of the art, like we'll look at this in 1440p, and the fidelity. I don't know how it translates actually to you, Rob, because you might be at 720p actually, and the stream's
okay.
at 1080p or whatever.
It's
But like
good.
Like these do look sharp and beautiful. I like the little flicker. That's cool. I think the sleeves having slight animations is very cool. And that's so subtle as well that I'm cool with it. It's not slowing the game down. Oh wow. Its intensity grows when you do it more times. This is looping animation.
Ah.
Oh hang on, chat can't see this. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, chat. It looks great.
Exactly. Heliox even said, I'm a game designer. It's 100% possible, they just don't want to do it. My other argument is that they could easily put all the cards in Magic. Not easily, that's not the right word. Over time, given the resource that is time, they could put the cards onto the game. All the cards in Magic, going backwards. Like they did with Modo over time, with Vintage Masters and stuff. They used that in the Master sets to put all the old cards on.
Yeah, to get all those really old cards in,
Modo
which was
came
really
out
good.
well after Magic started. So there was a good 5-10 years of Magic that had already gone by, right? So they could do it if they wanted to. But I've had people, I won't say who or where they are in Magic, tell me that I'm basically propagating a lie with that. And I'm like, I'm still going to say it because I don't think it's a lie. That's not a lie. Like, look at the amount of stuff people add to video games over the years, right? With like content. I know they're going forward adding sets. Like the great thing about adding older cards, right, is that there's no development time. The R&D has been done. You only have the implementing them into the system.
Yeah, it's just data entry at that point.
Yeah, well, there's coding to make sure like mechanics function together. So you got the basic, you got coding and data entry, I guess, and visual assets. So there is the fact that you need. But that said, here's the point. I don't think Jumpstart cards have animations or sounds. Like Crater Hoof Behemoth doesn't have a unique sound, right?
I mean, what sound does a Crater Hoof Behemoth make?
But my point is,
we don't know.
When you summon like Colossal Dreadmaw or Carnage Tyrant or this sort of stuff, they've got like noises and mythics and legendaries have their own sound bites and noises, right? I think Crater Hoof does. Well, they developed an engine that can actually push the card's rules text.
Know what you're doing right now?
The text, yeah, that's the point. Yeah, they have to add in the fact that the
All you're doing is confirming my comment on YouTube. Balls of Steel. Hoof doesn't have a sound of animation. It's weak sauce.
Yep, there you go, Atari. So you noticed it on the video today. Yeah, it kind of sucked. Yeah, so they have to implement. Well, they have to implement like Dredge, for example. I'm pretty sure the system does not. If you put a card with Dredge in, it wouldn't know what to do with it, right? So there's those things they got to implement. But I think if they were willing to, it wouldn't. It's not a huge amount of money that goes into that. It's just, well, I guess you got to pay people, so there's time and money. But I'm not saying it's free. I'm not saying it's free, but
like you said, with a company with all the resources that they have, it's achievable.
yeah, this isn't fucking indie game development, is it?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, that's why we have to remain critical. It's why we need to kind of withhold money for playing to play Brawl and all this kind of stuff to keep their standard high, to demand more better.
Yeah, well, yeah, we should, but no one does. But again, I guess there's the argument to do. I guess this is the thing it all comes down to. It's a video I want to make at some point. It's talking about how there's a fear that they just don't give a shit about the old stuff to the point that they're almost embarrassed of it. Fetchlands is the example of that. They claim the play patterns are bad and shit, right? So who joked in the chat just then? So Quantum Bird 96 said, let's integrate Dredge and Sylvan Library. Arena would explode. They're probably embarrassed of Dredge and Sylvan Library, or just Dredge in general, right? They'll do it for us in like Modern Horizons as a Wanna and stuff, as a throwback. But maybe they just want to leave that era of Magic behind, which I think is really sad. Because I think the history of the game is kind of, no, I'm gonna say it's important. I think it's really important. Like, even newer players get in and want to see older cards do crazy shit, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But if they're committed to remaining a forward-facing game, what has got you here is not what is going to get you there. Then the appealing to nostalgia and the established players is always going to be a secondary consideration.
Sure.
And if it comes at the cost of losing out on development for future things, they're still going to win.
I don't necessarily mean nostalgia either. I mean, the history gives it other things, right? It gives it a depth so people can get enfranchised. Like, they don't just come in and get bored of standard and walk away. Historic scratches that itch a little bit. Historic is probably the
No, but I mean that's
the
but
value
that's
for
the thing.
that.
Like standard rotates on a constant basis, so it is always changing. So it
But it
always
doesn't.
keeps people interested.
Well, I don't know. So if you keep abreast of like, also this doesn't mean like dismissing your point, but it's more just talking about some of the stuff that you might not be a bit privy to in terms of like you probably don't give a shit about this. But
Well, I'm not talking about exact situations, but like in theory,
but
that's
people,
what they
but
want.
my point is, every standard, there are people complaining they can't wait for rotation. So I kind of think standard doesn't rotate quick enough. I think if it rotating any quicker would be shit for people who want to play with their cards. But also, we just get these periods where, like, content creators talk about how there are periods of standard where they have to try and do other Magic content. Like, you will see a surge in like Brawl and Commander and stuff on other channels because they can't keep making standard because no one gives a shit because people get bored of it. It happens all the time. But again, that whole banning. But then, arguably, what I said earlier about having multiple rotations then comes in, right? They just ban shit and it makes things exciting again, I guess. It's a hard thing to solve. But I just think the history gives the game depth. Especially when it comes to Commander and stuff, and people search out the old cards and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the things that has kept me in franchise as a player has been Commander.
Yeah.
Like certainly over the last sort of 5 or 10 years, because it's allowed me to explore the depth of the game and new weird cards and the rest of it. Because I haven't been able to play standard at a level that is interesting, because I haven't been able to go to events as often as I'd like, and the costs and all that kind of.
Yeah, I mean, every time I've got disenfranchised with or a bit tired of standard or modern or legacy or whatever, like Commander's always been a bit of a constant to go back to, like a baseline almost.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some great times. It's been a nice reset button, I feel, for you just to be like, just throw down and.
I think like Daniel, not Dan, just said, no, sorry, Nebula Derg just said in the chat, I wouldn't even be playing Magic for EDH, but I think that this in for myself. I think. How do you feel about it? Do you reckon you'll be as into Magic, or would you even still be into Magic if it wasn't for like the EDH that we played at Winchester and stuff? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, my if like, even though it got me back into Magic, and you really enthusiastic about me playing in the current standard and with Innistrad and all the rest of it, like I wouldn't have kept going had there not been Commander.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I wasn't putting the onus on me. I was putting the onus on the Commander is the thing.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean. Like as much anything that you would, I tell you now, like anything you would have done to keep me engaged in, like even in modern, but also standard, like I wouldn't have been able to maintain that interest. But because Commander gets me hooked in on. Okay, yeah, it's partly because of me, because I had a big stock of old cards that I could now have something to do. I could do something with. That was one thing, but the other thing was like the output, the expression, the opportunity to build something that has my own take and my own flavor on it was and still is really fun and engaging to do.
Yeah, I think
and I wouldn't have had that.
It's far more of a brewer's format than most formats, unless talking digital, because obviously you can do that a bit with Modern Legacy when you're like churning through cards and rentals and stuff, but. Yeah, it's much more a brewer's format in terms of like creativity and stuff. Definitely, I think Wizards owe Sheldon and Co a lot. Like I said this to him when I first got to meet him. I just want to thank you, because without Commander, I don't think I would have come back to Magic as hard as I did. Like when we hung out in Winchester, that was very much a thing that helped me like come back into Magic a lot harder. And obviously, Magic's changed my life. But I think Wizards of the Coast owe Sheldon and his play group and the guys who came up with Commander and all the rules committee now and stuff. They owe him a lot, because Commander has like. Yeah. It's underpinned Magic for the last like fucking we're pushing 10 years now. When did the first precons come out?
Yeah, like, it must be about 10 years. Yeah.
Commander won't stay the refuge forever. People are getting better at playing the game and more competitive by the day.
No, don't agree.
No,
don't agree.
I don't think you get more competitive. I think there are competitive players that don't get into Commander, sure. But I don't think you play Commander for the fun of your mates and then go, no, that's it, I've got to go grind the Pro Tour now. Firstly, there is no like trying to be competitive with Magic now is very hard. I don't want to dismiss it, because obviously Red Bull and Tap are trying very hard. Axiom did an online event as well. When paper comes back, there will be online events. I think I know Axiom do more online events as well. So it happens, and people still want to play competitively, and I will play in some competitive events when Paper Magic's back on at some point. But it's just like Wizards don't make it easy, do they? Just dismantling it down to the bare bones. Fucking hell. I wonder how long the MPL will last. I want it to last. I want there to be a high tier Magic, but yeah. Right. Commander isn't as get drunk with friends and slap a deck together format used to be.
Definitely still is if you're in the right zone. That's the thing. If you've been playing for so long that you become enfranchised, in the sense that it's it's become to you what standard or legacy is when Vince has been doing it for 6 months on the trot and he's fed up with it, then yeah, it's not really the same experience. But I think you get what you get out what you put in, right? Like if you go in with that idea and you want to make it that experience, it's still there, and it will be. It's your perspective, I guess.
Well, you think all games will change, right? My relationship with Warhammer will inevitably become weird and change over time, potentially with burnout option possibilities and stuff, because I'm so into it at the moment. Same with Magic, waxing and waning. It depends on how hard you go into it. I can imagine like Commander must feel not like the good old days, which are so balls deep, because the good old days of some stuff, you get into it, it's fresh and exciting, and then things change because you start to know how things work, and you become jaded and shit. But yeah, your relationships change.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I went for a phase of being like, if I see one more Niv Mizzet in a commander deck again, I'm going to kick the table over. Fine all over it. It was fine, and now I'm a better person for the growth.
Right, on that note, right, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you, Rob. Anything you want to share before we go raiding?
No, just thanks everybody for coming, and we will see you next time.
Right, we're going to go raid Jari, I think. I definitely think I've just butchered her name. I think she's playing some Catan online through a game called Catan Universe. So that's an interesting.
Oh man,
I saw a board game and I was like, yeah, let's throw in some board game. Right, let's get the raid on. When you get in there, toot your horns, spread the love. Of course, don't swear until you realise that swearing is allowed. I don't know if she allows swearing. Please check before you do. Do not post rude or offensive comments. Well, check. Please be careful. Right, good night, kids.
Bye.